Hello, this is Ryan of Happy Healthy Vegan doing a live stream on Thursday, July 9th, a little after 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're joining right now, like Plant Stylist, first one on, hello to you. And as usual, I'll leave this live stream up for a little while, like at least till midnight, another 6-ish hours. So in case you couldn't join in live, but you still got the notification, you'll still be able to see it. In fact, I think as long as you got the link sent to you, either like in a notification or email, you should be able to click it. I don't delete these, I just put them unlisted. So anyway, back to our live following here. Hey, what's up? Lucretia, Lexi, and Rahat, Gemini 93 Gal, and Divya, Darcy, and Esther, Blaze, B12 at Vegan, and Resident Bubbles. A lot of familiar names and faces here, guys. Vegan Kathy, how's it going? Trini, Vegan, Esther, Vera, Lucretia, first question of the day. Why are these carnies so energy draining? Are you talking about like the Veganuary video that Angie and I responded to, the one with Joey Carbstrong? You talking about that one? I don't know. You got the notification. Awesome, Natalie. Cool. Because I'll just mention right now too, for those who are joining on, there's when you follow our channel, there's two ways to do it. There's the subscribe button and the notification button or bell. So make sure you have both hit, particularly the notification bell if you're subscribed, because if you don't have the notification bell, you might not get these notifications that there's a new video. We also, do live streams, obviously. There's the community posts that we make. They're like little short, like Instagram type posts and stuff like that. You'll get notified of anything that we do here. So cool. Alexi, have I seen the movie Animal People yet? No, what's that? Cool, I'm glad you like my shirt here, Effervescent Bubbles. I got it from, it's actually designed or it's somehow connected to Basic Vegan. I think her name used to be Basic Vegan Bitch. I think it's now just Basic Vegan Gal or something like that. Anyway, I got it from, it's from Vegetarian. She's the one who sells it, vegetarian.com. So yeah, cool. Go there and tell them I sent you. I don't know if there's a way to tell them I sent you though. Let's see. Yeah, Australia, heartbreaks for the animals in Australia. That's a huge, serious issue. Too much to really get into much detail here on a live stream, but yeah, that might be. You'll probably see me making a video about that. I want to make sure I research it right and really hit the points that I really want to communicate about. What's I think really important to know about what's happening right now in Australia. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let's see, where do I live? I live in California, Southern California, United States of America. Let's see. So let's see, guys. Let's see. So hopefully you guys saw that video that Angie and I put out 2 days ago, Tuesday. Today's Thursday, about Joey Carbstrong's appearance on This Morning in Great Britain to somehow discuss Veganuary. It just turned into a fist fight basically because they brought on an anti-vegan glamorous huntress mom. I don't know why you would bring a hunter on to a Veganuary show, but that's what these idiot producers did, and that's what we responded to. So hopefully you saw that. So I'm not sure what our next video is, but I tell you, I definitely want to research what's happening in Australia for sure and make something about that. Johnny Bravo, heading to LA in March. Cool. What are your plans out here? Thanks, Donna. I didn't really defend Joey on the morning show. He defended himself quite fine. And it's so sad that Joey was forced to defend himself. Why couldn't he just gone on there, since it's Veganuary, talk about veganism? Just spread some, evidence-based information, not some made-up nonsense BS like the huntress lady was doing. Just have Joey on there without a huntress lady or man and just talk about vegan points. Like, yeah, it's really fun and it's easy to do. It's very cost-effective. It's great for the environment. Why can't you just come on and talk about that? Why do you need to have an opposing opinion when there doesn't need to be one? A, it's about Veganuary, and B, the opposing opinion is wrong. Lying about vegans destroying the Amazon rainforest, vegans destroying habitats of animals. It's just complete nonsense. It's just sad that Joey had to go on that defensive or offensive, depending on how you look at it. But anyway, let's see what else you guys talking about here. Cool. Agreed with that vegan bear. Or yeah, I always called it vegan beer. Yeah, news loves being divisive, and that's not even news. That was just some entertainment program. I don't think they give a crap about promoting veganuary. Yeah, sure, they give it a little nod by mentioning it, but they didn't really give any information about the resources that veganuary itself provides for people trying to go plant-based for a month. Let's see. Ori227 just got back from San Diego, California. Yeah, it is an awesome state. Yeah, San Diego, just a little south of us here in Long Beach, and I consider it like a sister city. It's pretty similar as far as like climate and lifestyle goes. A long time ago, San Diego had a lot more vegan restaurants than Long Beach did. We were very envious, but now we kick their butt basically. No offense to any San Diegans, but I love some of the vegan food in San Diego. Have for a long time, but yeah, now Long Beach is the place. I don't know. World Reform Media. I'll ask about Boeing planes. I know what you're talking about. Those questionable Boeing planes that have been in the news, and how the CEO was lying about it and had to step down. I don't know what's going on. Don't ask me. I'm not an expert in it. I'm just kind of tangentially aware of it, like you guys might be. But yeah, I'm not going to say anything about their airplanes. Let's see. Favorite vegan restaurant? I don't know. That's a tough call. I mean, there's so many good ones. Right now, my favorite one is in Cerritos. There's two of them. The first one is in Reseda, California. That's in the valley. And they opened up a newer one here, just like maybe 10 miles from here in Cerritos, called Vin Loi. VINHLOI. It's really good. This like Vietnamese fusion food. It's really, really good, and it's pretty fair price. Hey, Race Lover, how's it going? Yeah, a few people were telling me about that Huntress lady. Supposedly, when she claimed she was vegetarian for 6-ish years, yet she was supposedly eating like rabbit that her mom had been hunting that time. So how can you be a vegetarian? How does that fit in the definition of vegetarian? If your food has been hunted by your mom, then that's okay. That gets a free pass or something. I mean, how deceitful. I mean, just these words have definitions. You just can't change them at will. And I'm going to make the definition of vegetarian include mom hunted rabbit. It's just so deceitful. Just tell us. Just say, hey, I was nearly vegetarian for 6 years. And then I got anemic from eating all that rabbit, whatever she claimed was happening to her. No, she said it in an interview herself. I got to see this interview. Interesting. I want to see this interview. How she claimed both being vegetarian and a rabbit eater at the same time. It's just logically impossible. If you're a vegetarian, you're not eating rabbit. I don't see how you can call yourself a vegetarian eating rabbit. Hey, Joseph Michael, I haven't seen you around for a bit. And we ask him, what's my code for Clean Machine? Just bought a pair of my As Nature Intended shoes that I wear all the time to the gym. Yeah, I knew you guys. A lot of people would be asking about the whole, Lentein, the plant that I've been, the whole food plant that I've been taking for pretty much all of 2019 post workout, and I have it in more. I just have it in my smoothies. I just put more in my smoothies post workout, but I still have about half as much on a day like today when I didn't go to the gym. Anyway, I knew you guys would be asking about it because it's a really big topic right now. But I'm saying it's in the show notes. I put in the show notes to this video. Just click down there. There's 2 ways you can get a discount. So just check it out. If you just click the link I put in there. If you buy one, you get the second one for 57% off. Or if you just want to get one, you can use my code HAPPYVEGAN, all one word, all lowercase, and you get 20% off. So take your pick, but all that info is in there in the show notes because I knew a few of you guys would be interested. Let's see. Deserve, cool name, I guess. Are you afraid of the rice, maybe, bro? Are you asking me? Let's see. Maybe you're asking someone else, but I'm definitely not afraid of the rice. Anyone who's watched our videos or have our books, like Cubic Carb Baby, let me grab a copy of that. We got rice all over Cubic Carb Baby. So yeah, we're definitely not afraid of the rice. Oh man, sorry to hear about that, Joseph. Yeah, man, I know what that's like. Yeah, our I look at like animals, pets, whatever you want to call them, as like friends, family members. It's really not much different when you get down to it. It's a different species, but still, you can still have a really, close relationship with an animal. It's one reason why we're vegans, huh? So yeah, sorry to hear that, Joseph. Man, my sympathies go out for you. My compassion goes out to you, and I hope you're feeling better, because yeah, that was one of the worst losses in my life when our cat Monster died, and I think it was 2012. Yeah, it was huge. He was like 19. We had him pretty much the whole time we were together. It sucks. Yeah, it really is like for us. It's like losing a kid. It's horrible. Losing a human kid. It feels that kind of grief, more or less. I'm imagining. It's bad. Joe, thoughts on algae omega-3 supplements for vegans? Yeah, it's recommended. I mean, I don't particularly take a daily supplement, other than I don't want to sound like a broken record. The Lentein I've been talking about, that's been in the vegan news for a while. It has about 35-40% of your omega-3s in the form of ALA. Some people argue you should get DHA or EPA. ALA is essentially just the precursor to that. Some people might have inefficient conversion. I don't believe I do. But anyway, yeah, I don't take an omega-3 supplement per se. I just take a whole food plant. I came for the protein. That's what got me interested in it. And I saw all the other, it's just nutrient profile is so amazing, why I started taking it and recommending it to people. So yeah, that's my main omega-3, if you want to call it, supplement. I do have a cereal that I've been eating lately. I forgot the brand. But anyway, I remember it's there's omega-3 in the cereal I've been eating lately. Some kind of raisin bran I got at Whole Foods. Let's see. So hopefully that answered your question there. Justice League. Yeah, I heard about this. Schwarzenegger handing out turkeys this past Thanksgiving after a plant-based diet. I really don't know what Schwarzenegger's official position or stance is on plant-based or anything like that. I mean, just anyone handing out turkeys is weird. But yeah, I do find it kind of odd having him just be, having been featured in the Game Changers, which is, about plant-based diets, and then handing out turkeys the same year. So I don't know. I mean, if he's not really aligning himself with plant-based diets, but is a proponent of them, I guess that that makes sense in his own mind, his own logic. So yeah, I really don't. I said I heard about it, but I don't think I'm gonna like do a video about that or anything like that. Let's see what else y'all talking about here. Let's see, what are you doing there, Alexi? Tomorrow you're bringing lunch to 2 relatives and you need to fix it tonight. I'm thinking a lentil shepherd's pie, but I'm going to keep it carb baby real quick. I mean, there's lots of cool recipes you could bring them and keep it carb baby. Let me think. I don't know what your friends or relatives are into, so I guess you would know that better. Let's see, Race Lever. You're showing all the channels and Discord servers you're blocked from. Wow. Yeah, I guess all those that you listed there, Race Lever, are ones that probably wouldn't be too receptive to evidence-based diet information and evidence-based environmental information that we talk about here. So yeah, and that's far from all. Wow, you've been quite busy getting blocked. Good for you though. Have I seen Leigh Norton's video about the Rogan debate? No, I haven't. Tell me about it, Playas, if you want. I think I've heard people mention it. I thought Dr. Garth Davis responded to that, or am I thinking of someone else? But let me know if I'm right there. Let's see. So Bees with you wants to know if I'm ever planning to reintegrate garlic and onions back into our meals. No, pretty much not. And I know this for a fact because I had a 3-pack of what's Rip Esselstyn's food company, like Fire Engine 21, whatever that brand is called. I have some burgers. There's usually one flavor I really like, the poblano bean burgers. They didn't have that, but they were on sale, so I got this other flavor, some, I think, Tuscany something or another. Anyway, long story short, there's a ton of garlic. Oh, as soon as I opened the box, I could smell the garlic, and I made a couple burgers, probably because I was just really hungry and I didn't have any other good option, or so I thought. And I made them, and I could smell the garlic, and then sure enough, after I ate them, Angie's going, "Oh my God, you smell like a garlic factory." I mean, all night I was like oozing garlic, she said. It was hard for her to sleep because I smelled so much like a garlic factory, and I had that thing, I smelled like garlic for the next day too. So no, after that experience with garlic again, after like not having a bad garlic experience for a while, no, I really have no intention in going through that again. Oh, hey, Johnny Bravo. Thanks so much for contributing here. And you're our first super chat tip today as well, Johnny. So thanks so much. And, oh, wow. Let me see who this is. Someone just bought one of our shirts right now. Barbara, are you watching right now? Because Barbara just bought one of our new long sleeve shirts. Let me show you this, guys, because we got some for Christmas, and we just kind of sneaked them out there because I didn't buy that many. It's just like a dozen or dozen and a half or something like that, and they sold so quickly. So they're back on our website. So let me bring that up to show you what I'm talking about here. All right, let me go. Yikes, browser. Here we go. Here's our store, shop.happyhealthyvegan.org, and these long sleeve. They're thick too. They're really pretty thick. They're a lot thicker than our short sleeve shirts, and they're great for winter time. And here I am in a large, Angie's in a small, and actually we didn't list it on here. We have extra small as well, so we should get on there. We have a bunch of extra smalls. So yeah, if you want to get one, Barbara, if you're watching, if you just got one, thanks so much. Yeah, and yeah, $27. Just because they cost us a little more to get than our short sleeve ones, which are $25. But yeah, check it out, y'all. Brand new, in stock, all sizes, because we had that problem throughout all of like the Christmas season. We just had like one or two sizes in. So cool. I'm glad Barbara made me think to mention that, because I know some of you guys, I know because a lot of you guys have been emailing us from our website, asking us about sizes. You can't find them, and I just got them back in stock yesterday. So anyway, cool. Matt, what is my favorite Cocteau Twins album? Really important question. Cocteau Twins, check them out. Just Google them, Cocteau Twins. They're a music band, like an ethereal band, slightly shoegazer, but not really. Anyway, from the 90s mainly. My favorite album, and they're one of my favorite bands of all time. They really are. They influenced me humongously. Anyone that's heard our music, especially our most recent album, Life Goes On, it's pretty evident, how strong the influence is. Anyway, my favorite Cocteau Twins album is probably, as far as the songs I really connected with the most strongly when they were new and fresh, was the 4-song EP, Love's Easy Tears. Victoria Land is another one, like a close runner-up. As far as the best kind of pop album, I would say would be Bluebell Knoll. There's other great ones too. The Moon and the Melodies, which they did with Harold Budd. Tiny Dynamite, which has one of the greatest songs of all time, Pink, Orange, Red. So yeah, they're hopefully let me know if some of those are your favorite too. So anyway, what else y'all asking about? Hey, Can't Stop Lying. Good to see you. Cool. Lexi's also a Cocteau Twins fan. Okay, I'm going to just tell you guys, if you don't already have our album, if you are a Cocteau Twins fan, seriously, you will not be disappointed in the slightest bit. Go to our store, and our album, I should mention as well, is still on sale. We've had it for half price all of Christmas. I didn't realize I haven't changed it back, so I won't change it back if you're still watching our latest album. If you still buy CDs, if not, you can get it on, stream it on Amazon Prime, Apple Music, Spotify. But if you want to have our CD, and we'll sign it for you too. We always sign the CDs if you ask for it. You can get it for half price. And yeah, I was saying, if you are a Cocteau Twins fan, especially of the albums that I just mentioned right there, you will not be disappointed, because that was my intention with this album, to go back to the influences that I had when I first started making music in the 90s. And I had way more, just worse gear, just more primitive, not as high quality, and my albums always kind of suffered sonically. I thought I never was able to make the kind of music that I really, really wanted to. So that was my intention with this album, to go back to those influences that still are very strong in me and make the album I wish I could have, and I did it. So check it out. Love Spirals, Life Goes On. All right, so what else y'all talking about here? Matt, you'll have every Cocteau Twin album, every album you ever heard. I mean, there's a few great songs on every album. There is. Four Calendar Cafe, the way it starts off with "Know Who You Are at Every Age." I mean, I wish the whole album kept at that level. Heaven or Las Vegas has great songs. Treasure has great songs. There's just great songs on all of them. Even the early stuff, which is a little more rough and post-punk. There's some nice stuff, some nice moments there too. Ori wants to know, what was my last real job? Well, I need a follow-up, Ori. I'll look for your follow-up here, but I need you to define real job, because that's kind of vague. I mean, I've had many jobs. I'm not sure what you mean by real job, like going into office or working at home, but contracting for others who are important companies. Let me know what you mean by real job. Oh, this shirt, I got it from vegetarian.com. Just Google it, Vegetarian, Taryn, because that's her name, Taryn. And this is Basic Vegan. I forgot what she calls herself now. It was Basic Vegan Bitch. I think it's Basic Vegan Gal now or something like that. So yeah, check it out. Got it on Vegetarian's. Basic Vegan Gal had Vegetarian send it to me a bit ago. All right, so... Colossus, do we have a home veggie garden? I hope you're asking this out of a nice, positive place, because we got someone just came on a few live streams ago and asked us this very question. Didn't wait for us to respond and assumed that we don't grow any food, and then proceeded to shame us for not being gardeners, in the vein of John Kohler or on any level. And the fact is, you don't have to garden to be a vegan or anything like that. But yes, we do have our veggie garden. Even in the winter time right now, we have a bunch of chard growing out there. And I think it was just yesterday, Angie picked some chard to make a soup. Instead of getting some kale at the store, we just pulled out some chard and put that in. So yeah, as Race Lover and us came up with, this person was trying to garden shame us. So we said, we should make a t-shirt or something do you even garden, bro? So that was pretty funny. So I don't think you're asking out of a mean place there, Colossus. So I just had to refer back to that because that was pretty funny. Craig wants to know, Ryan, where does there seem to be so much anti-Semitism among carnivore followers? I don't know. I don't follow carnivore people all that much, but I do see them come to the comments, and I've noticed a little bit of anti-Semitism. I can't say it's been hardcore, but I've noticed a lot of other forms of discrimination against minority groups, such as racism. I've had some racism issues from these carnivore people. I've seen a lot of ageist things, hey man, you're aging, bro. It's we all are, bro, and I'm 52. I don't know what you think I am. Do you think I'm 21 or something? I mean, I think I'm doing pretty well for 52. Asked them to show me pictures of their parents to show me how great they look. But anyway, I see lots of homophobia all the time. There's so much homophobia. I'm not sure why. If you're an anti-vegan, you're also against Jewish people and Chinese people and LGBTQ people and just so on and so forth. It just seems like maybe they're just hateful people. Not all of them. I'm sure there's some positive carnivores out there. I'm just saying, in general, I just noticed a pattern of a lot of hate there. So anyway, that's my feeling on that. And they hate people from aging. But it's okay for Baker to be born the same year as me and have really thin hair, but I'm aging really bad with my thick head of hair and all this stuff. Anyway, enough of that. Let's keep race out of this, says Race Lover. All right. Garden shaming, yes, RC. They were trying to. This person that came on that live stream I was talking about last month was trying to garden shame us. And like I said, not every vegan has an opportunity to garden. Say you live in an apartment or a high rise or in a very cold climate, a northern latitude. There's a million reasons, or you just don't have the time or resources to garden. It's not everyone's job to grow their own food. And I said, support those who do grow food on a professional level and grow it well. Like, go support your farmers, your local farmers at a farmer's market, or at least stores that buy from local farmers. There's ways to eat and purchase and support good food without you growing it yourself. Yeah, garden shaming. It does happen in New Life. And I think this person was a vegan as well, a vegan trying to garden shame us. And this is what angers me about some of these vegans that try to put themselves out there as like being these perfect beings. It's like, look, when you get down to it, veganism is a philosophical, a moral idea about not harming animals. Nowhere in the definitions does it say you have to garden, even though that would be cool. It's just funny how people kind of get some of that confused. Last paying job. Well, Orage 227. You're asking about what's my last. Every job I've had pays. Even when I worked in offices, they pay. When I work for companies that have offices, but I work remotely at home as a contractor, those have paid too. Obviously, YouTube pays not on a hourly rate or a per job rate, obviously, but. Okay, so I'll go back to that. I used to work too part-time on the side with Princeton Review as what was known as a master tutor for the SAT, and later on the ACT as well. So that was paying, obviously, too. So I've had a lot of different jobs in my life, so I'm not sure which one you're looking for there. I guess maybe you're wondering when was the last time I took money outside of like this whole social media thing. I don't know. Let me know what you're looking for. I'll see if I can answer it. Let's see. Cruise is going to Puerto Vallarta in March. That should be nice. And if you guys have any tips for where to eat there, first tip, obviously, if you haven't done so, look on Happy Cow. You can get the app for a couple bucks on your mobile device, or you just can use the website for free. That would be my first go-to. And the site's been around so long now. So many people use it that like Yelp was interested in like getting their data and stuff, and they said no, because Yelp doesn't even understand what vegan is. But anyway, I would check out Happy Cow, see what they say. Effervescent Bubbles. I used to work for the Princeton Review as a SAT tutor. I used to do that more in the early mid 2000s, I think. God, I can't remember anymore when that was. And then a little bit again in like the early days of our YouTube channel. And just finally I got so busy with our YouTube channel that I just had to like turn them down. I think it was around 2015-ish, 16, they came out with a new SAT, totally different from the one that we all grew up with, or at least the one that existed for the previous like 10, 12 years. And they needed to retrain tutors so we knew how the new test worked. They made it more like the ACT. So I just didn't have time to go through the retraining, and that's when I just kind of unofficially stopped working for them. But I was a master tutor. I've helped students from all levels, like the lowest scoring students to the highest scoring students. One of my best students got like a near perfect score on the SAT. So anyway, wow, okay, a lot of questions here, guys. Let me check it out here. If I missed any of your questions, just ask it again. It's a little tough for anyone, vegan or not, and 52 years old or 18 years old to like see all the questions streaming by. And let's see. You never took the ACT? Yeah, that's historically been more popular in like the middle of the country, while the East and West Coast have been more SAT dominant, but things have changed a lot. ACT's gotten more popular everywhere. SAT lost market share. So yeah, a lot of us, depends where you live at. That would kind of determine which of those two tests you take. But nowadays, it doesn't matter. Pretty much every university will take either test. That was a little known secret because like different students do better depending on their just how they it just depends. Some students do better with an SAT test. Some do better with an ACT. The SAT is a lot more tricky and deceptive. The ACT is a little bit more straightforward. But I like the SAT. I like cracking all the crazy tricks that they put in there. Anyway, so yeah, vegan chat makes my comment response deficient. Rachel never figured that out. Let's see, Charles Sidwell, thank you for your super chat tip there, much appreciated. And check out Twitter. Who else gave let me check it out here. It was Charles and Johnny Bravo. Yeah, look on Twitter. You'll see a shout out post there. Thank you guys for your super chat tips. But yeah, what do I think about these lab grown meats? Yeah, fair enough question. I made some videos about this in the past when they were kind of new. The concept is new. The product is still pretty much, vaporware. They don't exist in the marketplace yet. But this is something to really think more deeply about because it's not the same as, like, say, Beyond Meat or Impossible Burgers, which are making something that has, like, the look, feel, and smell and texture of meat, but it's made exclusively from plants. Lab-grown meat is making meat. It is meat. It's not made out of peas or what have you. So my what I'm getting at is it's eating meat with all the bad stuff that goes along with it. So as a vegan, I have no desire whatsoever to eat any lab-grown meat. None, zero whatsoever. However, for people who are not vegan, if they were to eat lab-grown meat instead of traditional, meat that comes from a living animal, that's a huge win. And lab-grown meat, I did some research on this. If you saw my past videos, there's many ways to grow it, and there's ways to take, what's it called, cultures, whatever it is, that don't have to come from animals. They're not like living, there's no exploitation or cruelty. They don't have to do it that way, but there is the technology to do that. So if they do that, at least it's cruelty-free. Even if they do take tissue cultures from other animals, the win as far as the amount of suffering and killing and murder that has to go on decreases more than exponentially. So it's a win on that regard, meaning it's just a win for resources, win for animal cruelty, like lessening all of that. And I think it's a big win for like pet food and stuff like that too. So yeah, I think it's good for non-vegans. I think it'll help save, the planet. It won't save it entirely, but it'll help towards our goals of lowering greenhouse gas emissions, water usage, all that stuff that goes into meat production will go down exponentially. So yeah, there's good to be had from it, but yeah, it's not for vegans. They're not making it for vegans. If you go ask them, they're making it for the meat-eating public out there. So, yeah, dogs. Yeah, it would be great for your dog. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I think it'd be fantastic for animals. Pet food. Yes. So hopefully that'll come to market soon and be a reasonable price. What do I think about Joey Carbstrong as an advocate for veganism? I mean, of course, he's an advocate for veganism. Like I said on my video, if I had gone onto that show or any show to talk about Veganuary and talk about, I would think I'm going on there to talk about present. Okay, here's what for you, your general people here in the United States or Britain. I'm a vegan. Here's what veganism is about. It's not some weird hippie diet. It's a normal, regular diet where you eat plants, non-expensive plants. You don't have to buy fancy fake meat, rice, beans, potatoes, vegetables, fruits, stuff like that. Stuff that most people are already eating. Just eat more of them. Just explain the basics. But to go on a show where you think you're going to be talking about veganism in a positive light, a non-confrontational way, and they put some hunter in front of you just spouting nonsense the whole time, not allowing you to get any of your points across. I mean, I would probably react pretty much like Joey did as well. So I think Joey, does great. He goes out on the street, talks to people, uses the Socratic method, which is a very non-confrontational, non-aggressive way of having a discussion, asking people questions, and finding that deep down inside, they know the right answers. They know what the truth is. So yeah, he does a great job of that. In fact, I want to go out and do more work on the street. It's just a little more technical. You have to figure out who's going to film, where your sound's coming from, and where you're going to go. Where you're going to find these people. But I would love to do more Socratic methods, Socratic method type discussion on the street like Joey. So yeah, he's inspirational in that sense for sure. Yeah, they both use the Socratic method. Yeah, everyone's personality is different. Yeah, Earthling Ed is a little more gentle. Joey, having been his past, he makes no doesn't hide anything about it. He's a little more rough guy. That's just who he is. That's Joey. They just have different personalities. Yeah, I've been to some cubes of truth out here, but I never really found anyone to talk to, and I didn't bring my cameras to do it all. But yeah, I'd love to. Yeah, it was the Orange County group. The Orange County. It was actually anonymous for the voiceless, so that's who's running ours out here. I went to one of their Long Beach ones down here at the Pike. I think it was last month or November. It was November. It was a cold night. I remember. Not a lot of people were out. It was the night that I think they lit up the Christmas tree down there at the Pike. Anyway, what's my source of B12? You're trying to get me to talk about Lentein? For years, I still am taking a sublingual B12 spray, approximately 3 times a week. It says on there to take it every day. I don't. I just do it when I remember, which is roughly 3 times a week. Sometimes that means 4. Sometimes that means 2 times a week. And then also it's in my my clean machine Lentein here. Let me show you this, guys. If you guys haven't seen the videos I've been making all week about it, I've made one kind of like Mike the Vegan's video talking about how the recent analyses of Lentein found not only is it a great source of like omega-3 fatty acids and amino acids and like chlorophyll and iron. It's also now a known source of vitamin B12, a whole food source, unlike my B12 spray. So if you're really interested in this, and I've been taking this all year, 2019. I don't really talk about it too much. I don't want to seem like I'm some kind of like salesman of it. I just contacted them after they gave me a free trial. They gave it to me at a vegan festival one day. I just contacted, I said, this stuff is awesome and it's a whole food plant. Sign me up. So they gave me a code. So I have that down in the link of this video because I knew a few people would be asking me about it. So look down there. You can type in my code Happy Vegan, get 20% off, or just click my link down there. And they have this special deal for I think all of January. Buy one and get a second one for 57% off. What is Nooch? Yeah, Nooch is nutritional yeast, which is a possible source of B12. I'm not sure what the final word on that is yet. Oh, it's not 60% whole food. 60% of it is, if you watched the live stream that I left up when I talked to Jeff, the founder, the owner of Clean Machine, 60% of it is the duckweed, the Lentein, and the other 40-ish% is comprised mainly of pea protein. And I always wondered why he mixed pea protein in there, since it's not as great as the Lentein. And his answer surprised me. I think he said there was just too much chlorophyll. And if he's had it 100% duckweed, there's just too much of some nutrients, which we need, which are good. We said it's too much, so he put the pea protein in just to get those numbers down. So it's not like it's 60% whole food and 40% processed. It's just mainly duckweed with pea protein mixed in, with a touch of an enzyme that he puts in there too. This is all natural stuff. I remember someone was asking about the emulsifiers, thinking that they're bad. He says, no, it's just stuff from a plant. It's like, not all emulsifiers are some weird processed food stuff. Let's see, Playas. Would there ever be a reason why I would ever go off an exclusively plant-based diet? Like, no. No, none whatsoever. I mean, maybe there's some crazy thing. Maybe I was like lost in the woods and I was going to die or something like that. But I mean, barring some crazy, like life-threatening scenario, like I can't imagine any scenario. And even then, not saying that I would automatically change or anything like that. I'm just going, maybe then I would consider chasing a squirrel. But how could I? I love squirrels. So it's really hard to imagine ever going off of it. Seriously, I mean, I'm vegan for life. You're not going to see me. I'm just write it down here. Write it down, guys. You're not going to ever see me make some video. Well, I was feeling kind of My gut wasn't feeling good, so I tried an egg, and no, you're not going to ever see me make some dumb video like that, because I eat a sensible, balanced, whole food, plant-based diet with the occasional fun, go out to like Disneyland or whatever, or a vegan festival, or a restaurant, eat something that's not quite as whole food as we eat here at home. But yeah, we eat a sensible diet. We don't do like all raw, even though I begin my mornings with smoothies, but we don't do all raw. We don't fast, juice cleanses and all this stuff. We just eat the kind of diet that you see pretty much all the vegan doctors talk about, whole food plants, and you don't see them quitting, getting SIBO and all this other weird stuff. So no. Effervescent bubbles. Do I have a 401k? That's a funny question. No one's ever really asked that before, so I'll give you that. Yeah, I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, like when I had those real jobs where they had like those 401ks. Yeah, I still have that, and I still contribute like a small amount on rare occasion into it, but it's really not that much. I'm just kind of like letting it ride, basically. I know I should have more in saved away for retirement, but there's no such thing as retirement anymore, the way I see it. But yeah. I live PlayStation. You need advice on what to eat to lose weight quickly. Well, you've come to the wrong vegan channel here, because we're not at all about like fast, quick weight loss. We're about eating whole food plants and veganism as an ethical, moral stance, as not harming, not killing, not exploiting animals. Weight loss is something entirely altogether. That being said, I've seen people lose a lot of weight, myself included, once we got on a vegan diet, a healthy whole food vegan diet. But I'll give you my tips if you're really interested as a vegan to lose weight. But this won't make you lose it quickly, but here's the things that I would recommend, and this has worked out for many people. Tracy, our moderator, who's not on tonight, I think she said she lost 80 pounds without ever doing any semblance of like calorie restriction or fasting, intermittent fasting, juicing, or whatever. Just ate sensible whole food plants and avoided things like oils, all oils, like olive oil, any kind of oil, because those are 100% fats, processed. You don't find that really, naturally. I mean, you can have some fatty fruits, the rare ones like avocados, but I wouldn't do them all that often. But yeah, if you're really serious, yeah, no oil, no salt, and regular exercise, and whole food plants, not eating a bunch of junk food, vegan stuff. So that's what I would recommend. It's not a fast weight loss recipe, but that's what I've seen and experienced myself, and I've seen others have good results with that sort of balance of eating and lifestyle. Colossus, ever accidentally ate a magic mushroom? No, I've intentionally eaten a magic mushroom. I don't think I've ever accidentally eaten one. Since I've had them before, I know what they taste like. So I would just, if that were to happen, I would notice immediately, like, this doesn't taste right. Yeah, Effervescent Bubbles. I have read Tim Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week, and I actually made a video about it. I think maybe around 2015-ish, something like that, because I remember our friend Sean, I forgot what name he was calling himself back then, like 1 minute a day or something like that. He's a big fan of Ferriss's 4-Hour Work Week thing, so I made a response to it back then. Bottom line is, I think if you really love something, you'd want to spend way more than 4 hours on it. Can you imagine me like 4 hours of vegan social media a week? Like, what are you gonna do with the rest of your time? Anyway, hey NF, hello to you too. Let's see. We talking about keto there. Mind eye visual guitar methods. You're letting that person know that keto isn't healthy. Yeah, it's not known as a health diet. It is a way known to lose weight quickly, but not a necessarily healthy way to do it. Well, where's Hardly Tin Man Adonis? I just saw your super chat pop up there. Thanks so much, Hardly Tin Man Adonis. There it is. Much appreciated, man. Thank you so much. Always cool to see Hardly Tin Man Adonis on. All right, so what else you guys want to know out there? if the vegan diet is done correctly, are any supplements necessary? Yes. Take vitamin B12. You know, I like how James Wilkes put it when he was on Joe Rogan. He said it's the best way to get your B12, no matter if you're a meat eater, a vegan, omnivore, carnivore, whatever diet you're on, it's the best way to get your B12. And especially as you get older too, you lose intrinsic factor. It's harder to absorb B12. So I just tell anyone, no matter what diet you're on, you should look at taking a B12 supplement. I mean, as the studies show, the Framingham study published at Tufts University, approximately 39% of people in the United States are either low in B12 or dangerously low, or actually, below the standards of where you should be at. 40%. I mean, 39%. I mean, that's we're not talking about vegans, we're just talking about of all just people in general. So that should tell you something, that B12 in our diet and absorption is an issue. So I don't care how well you do a vegan diet, just take a B12 supplement. I don't care how well you do a non-vegan diet, just take a B12 supplement. And they're not the boogeyman, Graven Babies, totally. They're not scary, they're not bad. They can be really cheap, just... I'm not going to tell you much to take. There's the daily value recommendations. Just look at those, Google that, or look on the back of the bottle or jar or box or whatever it is for what the daily values are. Just take a B12 supplement and be done with it. I don't care what diet you're on. Seriously, I should try to get my mom, who's in her 80s, to take a B12 supplement. She probably won't listen to me. She's not a vegan. Any blood work coming out soon? Asks Orion. Yeah, I pretty much do them every 12 to 18 months. So yeah, look for another one. Hopefully this summer. I did one last summer, 2019 summer. So yeah, odds are I'll be looking again. That's when my doctor will start letting me have another blood test, usually around a year after, at least the next calendar year. But yeah, I plan to do some more blood work again this year, as I always do. I mean, how many? Let's look at it like this. You hear all these carnivores and anti-vegans saying how horrible vegan diets are, you're deficient and unhealthy. How many of them are putting out their blood tests every year, pretty much every year, like I've been doing, every 12 to 18 months. I've been doing this since 2013. I got my first blood test as a vegan in 2012. I went vegan in 2010. I got my first test in 2012. We started our channel in 2013, so I put that 2012 test out then. And every year after that, I've been getting my blood tested. So I don't know what I've done, like maybe 5 or 6 of them now. How many other anti-vegans have had for 7 years for the most part, been showing their blood test results like that? It just shows you, yeah, I'm not hiding anything. And they've been saying ever since we started our channel in 2013, oh, you're going to fall apart, you're going to be an ex-vegan. Well, here I am 7 years later, healthier than ever, great blood tests. So, yeah, nonsense. Where are all the whole foods that we supposedly eat? Well, they're in our refrigerator and they're laying on or around our kitchen. What do you think? You want to see what's in our refrigerator and stuff? It's not a bunch of boxes, if that's what you're thinking, I mean, this is what we eat, guys. All the photos here from Keep It Carb Baby, these are shots that we shot of the food we're making here. This is the whole food plants that we eat, guys. This is it, I mean, yeah, we have some things that come in packaged, a 20-pound sack of rice, stuff like that, but yeah, I'm not sure what you're asking about there. And who cares? Say we weren't whole food plant-based. Who cares? I just care about you guys being vegan. It's an ethical, moral stance. Nowhere in there does it say you have to be whole food plant-based, but after doing this a while, I've learned that is the best way to do it a healthy way, a way that you can do it the rest of your life. And yeah, but I'm not sure what you're asking about there. Where is it supposed to be? Yeah, it's out there. Whole foods are absent from our videos. Well, it depends what videos you're talking about. If you're talking about videos of us going out into the world, yeah, you're absolutely right. When we go out to a restaurant, we're not eating at home. That's what I've been saying. I don't know if you just joined on. I said, yeah, we eat whole food plants when we're at home, which is 98% of the time. When we go out to Disneyland, when we go out for the day and we have to stop by a restaurant because we're out of town or wherever, yeah, we're not eating whole food plants. So that's right. Those are those videos. You're talking about, like, say, a lot of our vlogs. But watch, like, say, the videos. Watch the video that I put out, like, a week and a half ago. Like, let me just find the title of it. I'll actually put the link here for you because to show you what I'm talking about. I'll show you the link here. Yeah, how I trained and ate in a day. Get shareable link. And let me find my tab where y'all are. Here's the link here. Mr. Doubter. Here's the video that I filmed of what I ate in a day. I went to the gym, I had my smoothie afterwards, I had several meals after that, all here in the house. I didn't go out to eat anywhere. So you can see the whole food plants I ate in the day. Started off with 10 bananas and some, what was it, blueberries or raspberries on top of that, mixed in with my Lentein, or the Lentein powder that I've been doing for pretty much most of all last year. I forgot what I had for lunch and dinner. You could watch it. I can guarantee it wasn't Beyond Burgers or anything like that. So check it out. And that's a typical day. I said, 95 or 98% of the meals, eat at home. When we go out, think about it, guys. How many vegan restaurants do you know of where you can go out and find whole food plants? Tell me down there. Is it like next to impossible? It's pretty hard to find vegan restaurants that have whole food plants. And I try to. Like yesterday, I was shopping at the market at our new Whole Foods, and they have this new like burrito taco station, and they have many vegan options. They have like a vegan kind of a vegan chorizo, a vegan mole, and I just say no, don't even give me those fake meat things. I said just give me lots of beans, lots of rice, put on some greens on top. How is that not a whole food meal right there? You might say, well, the tortilla's not. Well, it was made out of spinach, a spinach tortilla, and a bunch of beans, bunch of rice. So you can find whole food plants when you go out to eat, but it's kind of tough. So anyway, all right, so hopefully we answered that question. Oscar Elman, then don't eat out, pack your own food. Like, why? Where is it in the definition of veganism that it says I have to eat whole food plants all the time? And if I don't, I'm a bad person. Why? I mean, if you want to do that, Oscar, more power to you. If you want to like inconvenience yourself and pack your own food every time you go somewhere, even if you're going to be gone like, 12 hours, cool. I'll put a big star next to your name and give you a thumbs up. Awesome, But sometimes you want to take your wife out to a restaurant or go out somewhere, and you don't want to be pulling out like a sandwich out of your bag, So, but if you want to do that, if you want to live more like a renunciant or something like that, or whatever, I'm not saying that in a negative way, but if that's your life choice, awesome. But don't go around judging others who don't behave exactly like you. I don't care. I said I'm just happy that people are vegan. If you want to be a junk food vegan, I'm not going to go around like Oscar and shame you for eating at restaurants or buying Beyond Burgers or whatever. I'm not going to shame you because you're doing the world and the animals good. But some vegans will try to say, hey, I'm a better level vegan, like Race Lover here. Forgot what level are you now, Race Lover? Are you level 25 or 6 vegan? I keep forgetting, but some vegans like to put themselves, I'm a better vegan than you. I'm higher because I do X, Y, or Z. I garden. Like one vegan tried to garden shame us last month. But we do garden. And Oscar's trying to it's shame us for not eating enough whole food plants, Oh, is this about raw? Just admit that you stopped being raw because you wanted to eat junk. No, I stopped being raw because I was severely underweight. I weighed about 25 pounds less than I do now when I was raw. I was severely underweight and didn't even realize it, Oscar. That's why it was hard for a man of my size, 6'4.5", to get enough calories to thrive and survive. Now I got a much healthier body weight, more physically active, raw. So you're one of these people, these raw people. So I get where you're coming from now. So we'll leave Oscar alone. I'm not here to debate raw people. I'm here to say hi to our friend Thick Vegan, and thank you for your contribution to my raw food banana fund. Thank you, Thick Vegan. This guy Oscar is trying to give me crap that I don't eat enough whole foods. But then again, our whole book is about whole food plant. It's all whole food plants here. No oil, no salt, no garlic, no onions, and there's tons of raw recipes in here, Oscar. I mean, let me just read some of these. Let me just show you some of these raw recipes here. Like here for breakfast, banana split. Can you see it? Banana split smoothie. That's raw, bro. Apricot sunshine smoothie, raw. Black forest smoothie, raw. Peach pie smoothie, raw. Apple banana smoothie bowl, raw. Raw, it says the words here, raw applesauce. Okay, oatmeal. Ooh, we had to heat the oatmeal. Oh my God, the devil's going to take over the planet now because we heated some food. I mean, look at all the raw stuff in here, bro. You know, so it's just so funny. We have a lot of, our book is very raw friendly, but for people like Oscar, that's not good enough. Since we eat some heated food, we're like junk food vegan. Such a joke. Hey, Johnny Bravo. I only eat whole food plants, but I don't judge. Cool, yeah, I said if you want to eat whole food plants, that's totally fine. And if you want to eat fully non-whole food plants, that's fine too. I might have some concerns about your health in the long run, but if we can get you off the animal foods, and if you got to eat a bunch of processed vegan food in the interim, that's a win because it's already healthier. Yeah, there's Angie sticking up for a book. Yeah, it's like 1/3 raw recipes, but our friend Oscar here, it's not enough. You know, we can never, he said when we go out to dinner, Angie, we should bring our own food. I can't take you out to a nice restaurant like Hungry Angelina or Plant Food Wine. We have to bring a gross little sandwich with us all day and pull it out like 10 hours later and eat it out on the street or something like that, you know? And Charles here. Thanks, Charles. Charles said, this is the highest compliment ever. Take note of this, Oscar, our raw hater here. Ryan helped me go vegan and saved my life. Wow, I'm really honored and humbled for you to say that, Charles. Thanks so much for sharing that. You know, and this is why I really love doing what we do here. You know, there's just so much good that comes out of our vegan outreach, vegan activism, whatever we call it. You know, it's just, you know, it's just a benefit for people's health, a benefit for our environment, greenhouse gas emissions, a benefit for animals not being killed, just a win all over the place. But, you know, you have some guys like Oscar complaining that we don't eat 100% whole food or 100% raw. Like, who cares? Why does that make any difference? Oh, okay, Action Constanza, thank you too for your super chat tip. There, you can vouch for KICB. That's Angie's book. Keep it carb, baby. Smoothies, thanks. Yeah, these smoothies are awesome. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, these are raw smoothies. Angie doesn't tell you to go cook them or anything crazy like that. Yeah, but if Oscar wants to be raw, and if you're still watching raw, Oscar, I'm not making fun of you. Here's my little tip to you, Oscar, because this is really a common problem. I'll use that word problem with many raw foodists. Be raw. If you want to be raw, awesome. You know, you're vegan, you're helping save the planet, you're not killing animals, and you're doing something that's pretty healthy for you, cool, awesome. But don't come around and act like you're better, a higher level vegan, because you're not, all right? Just if you think you are, you gotta just check yourself. Why do you have to feel like you're superior to others who don't eat all raw or have a few percentage of their totality of their vegan food not be whole food plants? Why do you have to come here and tell us and me and others that we're somehow not as good as you? Get off of it, bro. Just chill out, you know? Just keep it real. You need to not be so judgmental and tell people what they should do. All right, because that's not cool. Yeah, Race Lever, you got that. That'll be our next shirt. Do you even raw, bro? You know, like, do you even garden, bro? Do you even garden, bro? And Race Lever will take you on, Oscar, because Race Level is the highest level vegan. So if you try your superiority thing with Race Lever, he will just shoot you down with his this highest level. He's the highest level there is. Anthony's 95% whole food and 5% oat ice cream. Yeah, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. I think as long as you don't have like some kind of problem like you're obese or you have heart disease or diabetes or anything, if you're a relatively healthy vegan like I am, I think there's, you know, I find no detriment in my energy and my blood tests if I have a vegan ice cream like once a month or two, you know, once every month, 1 or 2 months, something like that. You know, it doesn't really make much of a difference. What you're doing day in and day out is what counts. Angie, yeah, look what Angie said there. Animals don't care if you're eating raw, whole foods or cooked plant foods. Animals don't care. That's why I said, I'm saying raw is good. You're doing a lot of good for yourself and the planet and the animals, but you know, The animals don't care. Animals just don't want to be killed. So, they're just as happy if you're eating all raw or if you're eating starch solution. Animals don't care. But the thing is, and hopefully if Oscar's still here, I see you're there still, Oscar. If you're a vegan, that's all that matters. A lot of raw people are not vegan, even though like they're actually vegan. Like Oscar here, I don't think he gives a crap about the animals. Am I right, Oscar? Why don't you give a chance for Oscar to answer? Just let us know, Oscar. You really don't care about the animals. You care about something else, right? You care about purity or cleansing or some kind of spiritual nutrition or something like that. You don't care about the animals, right? Let's let Oscar answer for himself, because I'm kind of getting that. Oh, if you're okay, Oscar says he is vegan for moral reasons. Then why if you care about moral reasons, meaning it's immoral to exploit and kill animals for food, clothing, or any other purpose, then why do you care if someone's eating potatoes or bananas? Why can't they eat both like I do? Potatoes in the morning, bananas in the morning, potatoes for lunch and dinner. What's the difference? Animals aren't dying, So I don't understand, why do you care? If your ultimate concern is morality, it's immoral to kill animals, why do you care? Because animals don't care. Oh, here's Angie. Yes, both of Angie's pie recipes in here are raw. Yeah, Angie's got persimmon pie, a peach pie. They're amazing. They're so good. I wish you could make them every day. And they're raw. Okay, you get her, Oscar. Okay, I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just trying to say it's a separate issue. If you're really vegan if you're an ethical vegan, it shouldn't make any difference to you. That said, yeah, it's better health-wise as far as eating whole food plants compared to a junk food vegan diet. I don't think anyone will disagree with that, but All right, so let's move on there. Oh, Angie, just today, just ate yesterday, just had a piece of her raw persimmon pie for breakfast. Is there more pieces? I remember you made that last week, and I don't think I've gotten to touch it yet, and it's so good. Angie's raw persimmon pie is so amazing. And then, yeah, after her raw pie, she had a baked vegan donut from a local baker. So we're doing it all. We're making the Whole Foods here, going out, supporting a local vegan, getting her donuts in all the local vegan shops here, which is amazing. That's what we want. We want to vote with our dollar and say, hey, local coffee shop owners, buy her vegan donuts. Don't buy the egg animal product donuts anymore. Get these vegan donuts. Okay, there is a lot of the raw persimmon pie left in the freezer. Cool, because that would be a tragedy if I never got a bite of that. All right, Johnny Bravo pipes in here. Okay, he's topping. You're level 26 vegan. You're a 5-star general vegan. Okay, we're gonna have to match you up with Race Lover here, our level 26 vegan, against our 5-star general vegan. Because I know that's like two different things. That's like mixed martial arts fighting, like taekwondo, or I don't know how that all matches up there. Yeah, Angie, yeah, exactly. This vegan donut maker we're talking about here. What's her name again, Angie? It's eluding me at this moment. She won Best Donuts in Long Beach, even over non-vegan donut makers. So this is a win. We want her donuts to be in all these shops. Get all the animal product donuts out of the Long Beach coffee shops and have it be all vegan donuts. Caffeinated Kitchen, that's it, guys. So yeah, if you happen to be in Long Beach and you see donuts by Caffeinated Kitchen, they're vegan, and buy them, support them. That's the thing. If let the marketplace know that this is what you want to see, a vegan donut, and not sponsored or anything like that. Just supporting a local vegan donut maker. Is the vegan donut baker single? I don't know. I actually might know that. I remember I saw her one time, and no, she's not a horrible looking person or anything like that. If you're interested in meeting her, Jorge. Yeah, Matt Linsky puts it right, huh? Donuts are plant-based whole food. Donut whole. Dun 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 dun. Pa. Yeah. Oh man. Okay, I don't know how we got off this whole raw thing. I think it was your fault, Oscar. But anyway, let's Okay, no, she has a boyfriend. Okay, Caffeinated Kitchen does have boyfriend. Yeah, not horrible looking person. I don't know. I don't want to be too, I don't know, seem like a perv or anything like that. I don't know. Yeah, she was in one of your vlogs briefly, probably from maybe I want to say like 2 years ago or so. You'll never find it unless you like binge watch all of Angie's vlogs. As Angie said, she's a little cutie. See, Angie can say that. It'd be kind of weird if I said that. Um, oh, thanks, James. James T681. Glad to know someone thinks I rock, even as a non 100% whole food vegan. Oraj, no, I'm just plain water. I mean, not plain water. It's from the water I got here. I've learned to stay hydrated during the live stream. It's from my water purifier thingy-mabobber. But yeah, no limit. I just like nice, clean water. New Life. No, she is the donut maker is not also a yoga instructor. I think she's pretty much a full-time vegan baker. Let's see. This is a question I've never seen before. Aether Dream Seeker. Do I think vegans make better donors of hair, blood, and other human parts? I have no idea. I would think the blood would be cleaner, but I can't base that on any like thing I've tested or anything like that. But it seems like you'd have less like animal hormones and pus and flowing through your system. How much water do I drink a day? Asked Anthony. Really good question. I don't really measure it, but I think I drink a lot. I know it's kind of a vague answer, an ambiguous amount, a lot, but yeah, I drink throughout the day. The first thing I do when I wake up is I drink a few small glasses of water. I'm drinking water a little bit after my smoothie because it makes me thirsty. I'm drinking in the afternoon. I'm drinking in the evening. I drink before I go to bed. Angie's drinking water right now. In fact, she had this cute little iOS app to help her drink water a while ago. I think she gave up on it because it's just so demanding. It's making you drink all day, but she was staying quite hydrated. Tell them about our water purifier. Not sponsored at all. It's made by a local Orange County company called Pristine Hydro. Sounds like a marijuana company, but it's not. They make a couple units. Some you can, if you have your own home and want to have a plumber or good with tools, you can hook it up underneath your sink. Ours attaches to the faucet. It kind of snaps on, and you turn the water on low, and it goes through and pulls out all the chloramine. In our instance, we have chloramine here, not chloride or chlorine. It gets rid of fluoride, and they even have an independent third-party lab test result that's showing all the purity of the water, the contaminants or the things you don't want in it removed, and it's a nice tasting water. We've been using that since about I think about 2012 as well. Did a lot of life change right then. So yeah. The link to that water purifier. I'll just type in the name here. Just Google. It's the name of the company. I'm typing it in right now for you. It's Pristine Hydro. Just Google Pristine Hydro. I think it's 2 words. It might be 1 word, but just Google that. If you find a company that makes a water purifier and they're in Orange County, and they have several products. They also have one that you could like take camping with you. I think it attaches to like a hose or a hose outlet or whatever. So yeah, but we have the one that attaches to the kitchen sink. Again, not sponsored. They're kind of expensive. I think it's like $1,000 or something like that. But hell, we've had it 8 years, so it doesn't once you average it out, it's not that bad of a price. It beats having to go to the store and buying bottled water and stuff like that. It's the cheap water that comes out of your sink and converts it to pretty nice water quality. Graven Babies. Wow, you're level 666 vegan. Wow, that's a whole nother level there, man. Gee, Race Lover's got some work to do, it sounds like. Yeah, thick vegan. Yeah, I've heard that number of animals dead from the Australian fires could be a billion, and there's not much news about it in the USA. I don't know why. I mean, this is huge. I mean, climate change has gotten to the point now where it's not even up for debate, I mean, it's not something that's going to happen in 10 years. It's already started happening. Like the past 3 summers here in California have been a smaller version of what's happening in Australia. It's particularly central and northern California, where you get a lot of rainfall in the winter. Then it gets really hot, hotter than normal in the summer, makes it really dry, and we've gotten those horrible fires that many of you guys have seen on the news for the past several years. Australia's whole continent is going through this. And there's no reason why this should be happening now other than the planet has warmed. Why else would it be warming? There's no other explanation other than what the scientists have been saying since the 70s. I mean, it's here, and it's tragic that people aren't using this as a wake-up call. Like, gee, I'm sure a lot of people are thinking to themselves, they would never say it out loud, gee, I thought all the problems of climate change were going to happen for when my child grows up. I don't know why they'd wish that on their kids, but it's happening now. We're having to experience its ill effects now. People live at sea level, like New Orleans, Venice. Have experienced some issues with that, with storm surges, and from like New Orleans and hurricanes. I remember seeing images of Venice being flooded a couple months ago. So the S is getting real now. It's not some hypothetical thing up for debate. How much is the pristine hydro? I tell you, it's kind of expensive. I think ours, at least then, it might be more now. I tell you, we got it in 2012. It was about $1,000 or something like that. There's cheaper ones too. There's competition. Look around. I'm not saying ours is like the one you have to get. I'm sure you can get one for, half the price that's pretty much as good. I just got it here because it was local. I saw the lab test. I could take it to the company if I needed to get it tweaked or adjusted, which I've done a couple times. So that's why I got it there. And I didn't mind supporting a small local business too. Well, I never said climate change equals storms. That's one way it manifests itself, but Australia's not having storms right now. That's not their problem. Their problem is warmer summers, making the brush more easily to combust. Is our pristine hydro portable? Yeah, it's not meant to be like extremely portable. You wouldn't want to take it camping per se, but if I were to go away on a road trip for a week, like say I were going to spend a week in San Francisco and I would drive up there, I would seriously consider taking it with me. You can take it. It's a little bulky and stuff, but yeah, it's not permanently attached to our sink. I tell you, it kind of snaps on, the kitchen faucet snaps off. That's it. Yeah, Peter Chan. Yeah, climate change means a lot of things, but it translates into, for what we're seeing, extreme weather conditions. I've lived here now for about 20 years in Long Beach, and when I first lived here, the heat waves lasted about maybe in the summertime, 3 days, 4 or 5 days, and as we've seen now, heat waves can last like a month. That was unheard of. I've lived in California pretty much my whole life. I don't remember month-long heat waves, but I remember last year specifically, pretty much the entire month of July, not 2019, 2018, the month, pretty much all of July, like early July into early August. This was a horrible heat wave. That's extreme weather. I wish you could vote for me too in the UK. Skank Hunt Hardy too. Is that your name? I wish you could, but yeah, thanks for your support here. Because that climate change is what's getting me off my ass to try to make some kind of change on the city level, make Long Beach more climate change aware. I was born in California, Jorge. Yeah, I heard about that, Sugar Plum. You're in Australia? Man, I feel for you. What are you saying? I've heard about the storms. Yeah, there have been some storms which you would think normally would provide relief, which they have done in the case of our California wildfires. What are you saying here? And the fires have even produced their own wind and storms like a tornado. I've heard about that too. I mean, that they're that intense or that hot, you know? They're creating their own weather. Um, Nathan, do we have a flat earther here? I'm not sure what brought you here. The title of this stream is Live Vegan Q&A with a thriving vegan of 9 years. But if you want to debate flat earth with someone, this isn't the live stream for that. You know, you can go find a NASA scientist to debate that with. You know, I'm not here to debate flat earth. That's your thing. All right, that's your thing. Um, And how does this? How does I want to say how this shirt triggers people? What about it? Just says vegan on it. You know, it doesn't say, "Hey, flat Earth, suck it." You know, I mean, just even the hint of a NASA themed logo here. It doesn't say it says vegan. I'm not sure. I've had this ain't the first time that a flat earther has been triggered by my vegan shirt. It just shows you. I think they're kind of like some of these like raw food. It's not just pick on not Oscar, but some of these that go just around looking for a fight. Oh, that triggers me. It has the shape of a round looking planet and it kind of looks like NASA. Even though it says vegan, I'm gonna have to pick a fight here because I think a lot of flat earthers are just people that are looking to have some kind of fight and they use flat earth as their excuse to initiate some kind of fight. That's just my theory. Well, you know, NASA's not the only people that purport the Earth to be flat. Are you saying they're in cahoots with every space agency, even enemies of the United States, like China, you know, Iran? I mean, how could you get everyone, all the space agencies to agree, even private companies like SpaceX and you know, it's the world's largest conspiracy. So if I were to finally get the funds together and get a rocket high enough, I would all of a sudden be part of this grand conspiracy or something like that. It's just nonsense. NASA's not the only not the only organization that gets vehicles or objects high enough into space to see a round Earth and put things into orbit. You know, that's one thing, like flat earthers have trouble describing how things can orbit a non-flat Earth. But we're not going to get into that. Like I said, I'm not going to get sucked into this nonsense. So Angie's going to do some editing. Yeah, she's got a video. She actually has 2 videos that she's working on. All right, so what else? Yeah, we'll say goodbye to Angie there for a second. I'm glad she got to join on and defend her book and show about, you know, how many of the recipes in Keep It Carb Baby are raw. Yeah, approximately. I don't think we've done the exact math, but around a third, you know, at least 25%, you know, or you know, up to a third of the book is raw. Why? Because I really don't care, you know, if something's raw or cooked. Like I said, I probably eat about roughly like 25 to 33% of my calories raw every day because I start my days off with those big smoothies that you see in a lot of my videos, like how I eat and training day videos. And then I'll move on to something else afterwards. You know, it's not like I'm saying all raw food sucks. It just shows, you know, I just like it all. I've never met a whole food plant I didn't like. All right, CR expert, did you check out the Pristine Hydro? I haven't been to their website maybe in 5 years, so I have no idea. I assume they're still in business. You know, that's that water filter we use. So if he says it's a real deal, I'll check it out. Oh, hey Tracy. Hey, you didn't have to join on today. Tracy Racelever's got it. Yeah, Tracy. Yeah, you were there the whole time that we did that stream on Monday with Jeff from Clean Machine. So thanks for that. Yeah, I thought you're just like you got other stuff to do today. I usually don't do 2 live streams a week, but that one was different. The Monday one was different because it was an interview with Jeff. You know, it wasn't really like these, you know, traditional Q&A, you know, ask me anything type of live stream. So I wanted to do one of those this week as well. Skankhunt42, best vegan film for a non-vegan to watch. I assume you're talking about like one of the documentaries. Well, I mean, if you're a vegan and you're watching it for yourself, watch all of them. Like What the Hell, Cowspiracy, Game Changers, Forks Over Knives. But if you want to show a non-vegan one of those movies, I would say, well, just try to figure out what you think is more important to them. If they're an environmentalist, show them Cowspiracy. If they're an athlete, show them Game Changers. If they're really concerned about health, nutrition, show them What the Health or Forks Over Knives. So just kind of meet them where they're at. Hopefully, that'll make an might not go vegan overnight, but at least you've planted some seeds. Or Gary Yourofsky, if they're hardcore, yeah, show them a Gary Yourofsky video. If they want to, if you think, Earthlings might work for some people. It'll gross a lot of people out and frighten most people away, but there are people who have gone vegan after seeing Earthlings. So it really depends on the person that you're showing it to. Try to meet them where they're at. You might have to take some guesses, make some assumptions, but yeah. See, some people are Action Costanza said Earthlings was important for them. So yeah, other people will just walk away from Earthlings, and show them one of the other movies. That's what's so cool about it. Everyone's different. We have all sorts of movies or things you can watch, videos, not necessarily movies, but yeah. Priscilla liked Earthlings too. Yep. Yeah, but Stephanie couldn't get through Earthlings, and I'm one of those too, because I know about this already, and I'm glad they made that movie. I'm not knocking them all. I see them around town sometimes. They're great activists. And we need people to make movies like that, because that's what gets a lot of people to go vegan, But others, I know what goes on. Like I said, I know what happens in slaughterhouses. I didn't need to sit through that and just be depressed the whole time, But yeah, what they're doing is great. I'm not knocking them in any way whatsoever. Yeah, but others, like Holt said, Forks Over Knives got them, It depends. It depends on what resonates with you. Everyone is different. All right, so Dominion, there's another one there too. No, we haven't seen the Joker movie yet. Hopefully that'll come to streaming TV soon or something like that. I haven't been doing a movie for a while. Yeah, I'm with Oscar and Priscilla. Yeah, Oscar's saying I don't need to watch gory videos in order to be a vegan for moral reasons. Yeah, because we already understand it. That's the thing. Most people who are not vegan don't really understand where their food, where their animal product food comes from, right? So for them, it's good to show them the truth, huh? Okay, Joker's on demand. Okay, I'll check that out, Sherry. Yeah, it look cool. I saw the preview for it. Yeah, the guy that plays the Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, vegan. Let's see. Actually, let me do something here, guys. I don't have to bend my neck as much here. Okay. Yeah, Tracy raises a good point. Oscar might not need to watch the animal cruelty, or myself, yeah, but some people need to. For some people, it just, it hits them and makes you just need that moment of truth, If you see that going on and you realize, oh my God, what I've been doing my whole life is wrong as far as eating animals and killing them needlessly. If that's what it takes to convert them to go vegan, yeah, that's awesome, So yeah, some people, it's almost instant veganism. Doesn't work like that for everyone, but some people, I've definitely heard them tell me that. Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. Isn't that more of a juicing movie, not really a vegan movie? Is that the one I'm thinking of? The guy was trying to lose a lot of weight and made juices every day or something like that. I don't know if that really is a good representation of veganism, if that's the movie I'm thinking of there. Oh, cool. Thanks, QO. Thank you for your expression of gratitude for our work here. Thanks so much. Let's see. All right, so what else? Other questions? Yeah, okay, that's the one. He just juiced and gained the weight back. Yeah, so I don't know if that's a Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead is a good example of like, a movie to inspire someone to go vegan. And again, it's showing people juicing. That's not really what vegan diets are about. It's eating whole food plants. Yeah, good example of disordered eating. I haven't seen it in a while. I'm just kind of going on the vague recollections I have of Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. I don't know when I saw it. Maybe 5 years ago. It's probably before even I started our channel. Maybe it's probably longer than that. Campaign's going, man. Snorlax have got a lot to do. Yeah, just today I went down to the Los Angeles county clerk's office to get papers or to have them print out all the registered voters indexed by street address so I can go and very efficiently and knock on doors and talk to residents in our district here, District 2 in Long Beach. Tomorrow I'm meeting with the, hope I have their organization name right. I'm going to go and do just a one-on-one interview with the Downtown Long Beach Association and learn more about what they're about because Downtown Long Beach is in my district, District 2. There's what else? There's more stuff scheduled up too. Just last night, I went to the local meeting for the Long Beach Surf Rider Association. A lot of you guys may have heard of them. They're mainly located along the coast, hence the name Surf Rider, to discuss the Long Beach breakwater removal. The Army Corps of Engineers just released their first initial report on the matter. It took them like 8 years to do it, and the report kind of sucked, so we were discussing what can be done about it. But I wasn't there really to campaign. I was there to just try to see what we can do to the next step to get our local breakwater removed, which just keeps the water gross here. The beaches are not as the water's polluted. There's no circulation. It's just gross water here, and it blocks the surf that would naturally come here too. Anyway, all right, what else is going on here? Looks like wow, what's this Ryan Mahan doing here? Is he a flat earther, Tracy? If so, yeah, I want to make it known right now. We're not here to discuss flat earth. I don't know why this shirt triggers you. It says vegan. Do you see it here? Vegan. It doesn't say NASA or suck it flat earthers or the earth is round, deal with it. It says vegan. So I'm not sure why flat earthers have to come here and get triggered. I'm assuming maybe he wasn't timed out for that. Wow, Plant Rider, a vegan skate channel. I'll have to remember that. Plant Rider. Okay, I'll definitely take a look for Plant Rider. Because, yeah, as you guys might know, I used to be a skateboarder in my youth up until, like, my early, like, college days. But I've kind of, like, I'll skate around occasionally here, but not do anything all that technical. Just, like, skate to the market or something like that. Yeah, effervescent. I have learned this. It's not even the NASA logo. It doesn't say NASA. It just, it has some of the imagery from the NASA logo, but it says vegan. Yeah, NASA is the great Satan now, Graven Babies. Yeah, you got that right, man. But then I said NASA's not the only organization that purports what the universe is like. It's not like they have a monopoly on astronomical data and facts. Q1, what am I running as in my campaign? Well, I haven't even showed my campaign website at all here today. Let me just quickly show you my campaign website, ryanlum.net, and here it is. Here's the city of Long Beach behind me. I'm running along for Long Beach City Council, District 2, and the election's coming up. It's during the California primary on March 3rd, I think, aka Super Tuesday. And if you live in the United States, you can help me out here. You can just click the Make a Donation button because that's one of the biggest issues I'm having is keeping up with the amount of funding that a lot of my competitors have in their campaigns. I'm competing against, you guys probably saw that video I made about that dude that wants to remove the bike lanes. He's a real estate mogul. He owns like over a dozen commercial properties here in the city, and he has a bunch of friends that are into commercial real estate too, because I see his signs in front of all their properties. I'm sure their tenants there don't give a crap. But anyway, he put in $50,000 of his own personal wealth. $50,000, that's more than most people make in Long Beach. You got another 60 plus thousand from his rich buddies. This is crazy. So yeah, they're outspending me like nuts. But I'm going around knocking on doors, talking to people. I just got paid for my papers today to go for the county registrar clerk office to print out my walking maps to hit up my district. So you guys come along. It's really getting super real now. Well, thanks for asking. Yeah, again, if you want to contribute, you just have to live in the United States. Or if you want to just donate on the super chat tip here, that'll make its way. That really shouldn't, though. You got to just go to my donation button there. Anyway, no, our beach here isn't that nice. In fact, I was just talking to someone last night who was visiting from Amsterdam, and when she first saw our beach, she found it to be a real letdown because it's just kind of gross. There's no waves, there's not a lot of people there. The water kind of smells funny because it's all trapped in here from the breakwaters. Yep, Tracy got it down. No waves. In fact, before the breakwaters were put in, Long Beach was one of the premier surfing destinations in Southern California. It was called the Waikiki of the West, Hawaii, Waikiki Beach. And yeah, it's just a tragedy that the military installed this breakwater in the 1940s, World War II era, to protect the Navy, which is long gone. The Navy left the Long Beach area like decades ago, but we're still stuck with this stupid breakwater, and they don't want to remove it. And yeah, it's just we're all we're trying to make not only a beach that where surf can return, but the overall greater picture is to bring natural wave action and tidal flow so the water gets flushed. It's just stagnant water. It doesn't get cleansed out. And it's just really gross. There's not sand on the bottom like most beaches because there's no wave action. It's just muddy silt. It's gross. Anyway. All right, so guys are coming up with some good what's that called? Campaign slogans there. That's awesome. They took our waves. Yeah, they kind of did. And you're right, Seven Face. We were talking about the election. Yeah, it's just money, man. There's a lot of money being put into these local little elections. It's crazy. Produce, not pills. Where do you get your protein? I get it from the whole food plants. And how much weed do I smoke? Yeah, you guys told you I've smoked weed before. I have nothing against it. In fact, I'm pro marijuana or cannabis legalization. I've always been. I'm trying effervescent bubbles. I am trying. It's really hard to get people on board with my climate ideas. It's really sad to see how people just aren't that concerned about pollution and greenhouse gas emissions when, like I said, we're seeing the effects of not dealing with it now in the form of all sorts of natural tragedies like the Australian wildfires, the California wildfires, things that weren't happening, 5, 10, 20, 30, 100 years ago, but are happening now as the earth warms. People need to wake up and look, we need to do something immediately. Everyone I'm running against, they all agree. Yeah, they don't deny climate change and they're pro-environment. Yeah, I really don't see anyone making any propositions that will change things in any way, shape, or form that's going to make any difference anytime soon. There was, it's less pollution. Like, what do you mean? What do you want to do? On my website, I outline exactly what I do. In fact, I want to even take it further than that. But anyway, let's get back to here. Further than that, meaning I'm not no sinister plan. I really think that oil extraction needs to end here in Long Beach. I don't think the money that our city makes from allowing oil companies to extract petroleum in really inefficient manners, letting a lot of just greenhouse gases escape in that process, makes up for the fact of the environmental damage that's being caused by it. But I don't know if our city's bold enough to not take in $50 million every year from the petroleum companies. It's sad. How am I going to focus on the police force? Great question. I didn't see too many of my competitors have any good what's the word I'm looking for? Ways to enhance our ways of managing what the police is doing. I'm not saying they're doing a bad job, but I think some more accountability in the form of 100% cameras. There should be cameras on the cars, cameras on their bodies, so there's never any dispute as to what happened. Did a person get beat, or were they resisting arrest? We need to know exactly what happened, but other than just like he said or she said, we need objective data, just little things like that, and ways to retrain. Like instead of escalating a situation with like force, ways to de-escalate situations rather than, hey, just listen to me or I'm going to shoot you. Find ways to de-escalate situations so that there's not an outcome such as someone getting shot needlessly. So things like that I think should be talked about more, and I didn't see anyone else really mentioning these ideas. Anyway, what else y'all talking about here? Let's see. Running for city council, I have no power to affect climate change. Are you kidding? No. That's what at first it seemed like that. I agree with you at first. No, I'm not wasting man. There's lots of things I can do. First of all, let me just talk about just simple things like this, like getting on the table that for all future city vehicle purchases, that they purchase vehicles that run on renewable energy, zero emission energy sources, unless it can't be done. Like say they can't buy a garbage truck that runs on electricity or something like that. But cars that they drive around town to like say for instance, I see all the time the what those call like the meter maid people, parking enforcement, the gas department, water department. They can use renewable energy. That'll make a huge difference. But I really want to do too is make sure that at every single place, every single food establishment that Long Beach City owns or runs has plant-based food options. And you might think, well, what good does that do? Well, animal agriculture is the number one source of greenhouse gas emissions. So we need people to eat less meat and start eating more plants. But how can they if they can't even go to jury duty, which I got a summons for, and be able to order a good plant-based option at the food places there? So that just little things like that. It doesn't even have to be a big law or a big deal. As long as you get one vegan option everywhere, that can make a huge difference. And I'm modeling this from Disneyland. You guys might be seeing the news articles how Disneyland and Disney World in Florida are moving to this model. At every food establishment in their parks, one vegan option everywhere, at least one everywhere. And that's what I want to do here in Long Beach. One vegan option everywhere at every city-owned establishment, and then go into every restaurant and have them become more aware about Meatless Mondays, which the city actually passed. There's no enforcement of it, but they're trying to encourage more businesses to have Meatless Monday. And I'm going to go in there and show them the data, how the plant-based food market is the fastest growing segment out there in the food industry. They'll be actually gaining business. I want every restaurant to have at least one vegan option everywhere. So these simple things like that can make an enormous difference. How? Because animal agriculture is the number one source of climate change, of greenhouse gas emissions. So yeah, you can do a lot on the city level, more than I ever thought. I just had to think about it for a while. Yes, I've done jury duty before. I'm not looking forward to it again, especially in a month where I need to do a lot of campaigning. Maybe they'll let me out. I don't know. And those are just some of my ideas of how I can help with climate change on the local governmental level. Check out my website, ryanlum.net, for more thorough explanation. And also, too, if we can get our city to not extend the leases of the petroleum extraction companies here, that would make a big difference too. You need more people on the city council that understand the environmental peril that they're putting not only our city in, but our planet in by allowing that to go on. We need to move to renewable energies quickly. It's here. What are we waiting for? Let's see. Okay, you guys are talking about vegan cheeses there. Interesting. Okay. I don't know how we got on that. What are my chances of winning currently? I don't know. I haven't seen any of the polls, but I still need to get out there and talk to people. I told you, I just paid for my registered voter walking maps today. I'm going to go back either tomorrow or Monday and pick them up so I can start hitting the neighborhood. I've already passed out literature in our district, but now I'm going to go target specifically those people who are registered to vote so I can most efficiently and effectively use my time. Just one person. I don't have volunteers working for me. I'm going to make sure when I go to places, I'm hitting up people who are registered to vote and try to talk to them. Let's see. Yeah, thoughts on affordable housing. Yeah, California actually, now as of January 1st, the state of California has passed a measure to help with affordable housing. What I'm seeing, it's been happening here in Long Beach, and I saw it happen before in San Francisco when I was going out there a lot to work when I was, a web developer, is profit-based evictions, where they'll take a house or an apartment in a commercial, a multi-unit dwelling and kick everyone out and either maybe paint it a little bit or convert it to condos. But developers that don't even live in the area profiting off people, residents of the city, so they can make money. So I got to end profit-based evictions for sure. And also too, here in Long Beach, for new major constructions, there's a requirement that developers dedicate, I think it was like 20%, 25% of new units to become either affordable housing in the form of below market rental prices or below market sale prices. However, the city allowed this loophole for developers to pay like a little fee to avoid that, and the city was going to take that money and use it somehow for affordable housing. I go, well, that takes too much longer. Then you have to make new construction. Just do it now. Close that loophole. Make sure that there's no way for developers to get out of providing affordable housing for people. So that's a huge problem. Properties prices are just going nuts here. I can't believe how much it costs to rent a one-bedroom here in Long Beach now. It's nuts. And that's not just true here. It's true pretty much everywhere in California. And I got to mention this too. My opponent, Robert Fox, the guy that wants to remove the bike lanes. Well, I told you he owns, I think, 12 or 15 rental properties. Not talking little houses, but big multi-unit apartment buildings. So guess what his position is on profit-based evictions and affordable housing? He's completely against that. Why? Because that's his bread and butter right there. But he's the millionaire, and he's the one that put $50,000 of his own money into his campaign. Yeah, Tracy, I was just reading about, here in California, Governor Newsom is put dedicated almost like $1 billion into homelessness. And I need to read more of the details, but from the little bit I read, it sounded like it's off to the right start, because the number one problem is housing. I mean, people that are homeless need a place to stay, not just like a temporary shelter, but a place where they can count on, a place where they can get services. Like, why are they homeless? Are they there because of mental health issues? Are they there because of like chemical dependency issues? Are they there just simply because they didn't have enough money saved and they lost their job? And try to help them get back on their feet so they're not homeless. So I need to read more about this. But yeah, if it follows what's known as the housing first model, which has been proven in Salt Lake City, yeah, I'm for it. But I got to read more about that. Yeah, that's the guy I'm running against, Priscilla. Yep. Yeah, people just need basic shelter, basic needs like that. Absolutely. All right, what else you guys asking about here? Let me get some water. How long have I been on, guys? I think About 15 minutes shy of 2 hours. Don't be on too much longer. Is Newsom a vegan? I've never heard of Gavin Newsom being vegan. That would be news to me if it were. If someone knows, let me know. Um, I should run for governor. No, there's just no way. If I'm getting like outspent and everything here on the local city council level, no. And another problem I should talk about too, why it's a little bit tougher for me to run for. I'm noticing for local office here is because, my social network is different than most people's. I know people from all over the country, all over the world. Right now, I'm talking to people from all over the country and all over the world. So that's how I built my social network. However, when it comes to Long Beach, it doesn't translate quite the same. I don't have the same connections, the same community, the same social network locally as I do nationally, internationally on the internet. So that's kind of an uphill battle there. I haven't spent the last like 10, 20 years building all the local political connections here in Long Beach. And I'm noticing how that's a huge factor too. Like that's how you get endorsements. That's how you get fundraising. It's tough. Cool, Hector. I'm glad we got your support there. Appreciate it. All right. Well, any other questions here? Ooh. Yeah, I hear you can't stop lying. You wanted to come to California, but end up in Las Vegas. Not a horrible place because the housing is nuts here. Yeah. Yeah. Vegas, much more affordable place to live as far as everything. Property, taxes, everything. Anthony, no, the only people that can vote for me are people that live here. Since I'm running for Long Beach City Council, you have to live in Long Beach, and not only anywhere in Long Beach, you have to live specifically in District 2, which is the district I live in. So it's really hard to find, the people I'm talking to you right now. Pretty much none of you guys live right here in District 2 Long Beach. So it's pretty tough not being able to leverage my social network on a local level. It's tough. It's learning to start over again. Kind of. I'm learning a lot. So maybe I'll regroup if this doesn't work out. I'm still going to try. I'm going to work my ass off till March 3rd, and take it from there. Yeah, NPR would be awesome, or PRN. Wait, PRN. I was thinking of NPR. What is PRN, Marty? Um, Is being on the city council a full-time job? When I read about it, it's not, and the pay is accordingly. It's like 1/4 of what the mayor gets paid. So I don't think they expect you to drop everything you're doing. You just have to do what needs to be done. Attend the meetings, which are weekly, and just do the other work involved to prove measures, get people write up measures, and try to use your influence to get enough people to vote with you. Do we kill cockroaches and fruit flies? We made a video. Look it up on our channel on our videos page about how to make a no kill fruit fly trap. It's really cool. It just uses a banana peel basically, or a piece of old fruit and some like a piece of clear what's that called? Saran wrap or something like that. No, Progressive Radio Network. Thank you, Marty. Thanks. Yeah, Hector. Yeah, there is a thriving vegan community here. The thing is, yeah, vegans still only represent maybe 5% of the population. So we need more than just vegan support here, which I'm working on. But yeah, I just can't rely on vegans to win, unfortunately. Um, cool. Yeah, check out the video if you want to see that fruit fly trapping video. Just go to our video page on our YouTube channel and just type in um, fruit fly trap. Try that out. See if that comes up. All right, where'd my water go? Here it is. Yeah, I've done some Facebook ads, Steve. Yeah, especially for that video I made about the bike lane situation here. I wanted to make sure that people in Long Beach saw it, and apparently they did. I've been meeting local politicians and candidates that said they've seen it. Like the person whose seat we're running against, I ran into her one evening at a little local political function, and she saw it. I was shocked about that. How many votes do you need to win? Well, it's hard to say because there's I think 6, 7 people running. Probably with that few, I mean, it depends what voter turnout's going to be too. With this being a California primary, it could be a huge voter turnout. I would say, maybe just 2,000 people would get it done probably for this election. Let's see, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock here. Yeah, let's see. I'll probably stay on a few more minutes. So if we want to do a lightning round of questions here, then I should get going. Let our moderators off into the evening and start thinking about some kind of dinner situation here. Culling pests. I don't know too much about pest culling, so I really guess I can't give you an informed answer about that. Yeah, a lot of non-vegans are digging me, Hector. I'm not saying I'm just relying on the vegan vote. I'm just relying on the fact that a lot of people don't want to see the mayor's hand-pick candidate become our next city council representative. A lot of people don't want to see a multi-millionaire real estate mogul who's against affordable housing, against bike lanes, against profit-based evictions become our next representative. So I do resonate with a lot of the more progressive people. So, yeah. Let's see. Thoughts on dried mango? I saw that question earlier, Anthony. I didn't answer that. Angie likes dried mango. I try to avoid dry fruit just for dental reasons. I don't like them. It's just not good. Basically my dentist and oral hygienist have both told me to avoid dried fruits as much as possible. Wow, Ruth. Thank you so much there for your super generous super chat tip there. Much gratitude. And not even a question, Ruth? Ask a question if you want. I'll keep looking out for you. But thanks so much. By the way, I should mention for everyone who has given a super chat tip, go to our Twitter, which is @RyanLum or Happy Healthy Vegan. Follow us there. Follow me there. I guess Angie and I split that one up. She's all the Instagram. Follow Happy Healthy Vegan, all one word, at Instagram to see what Angie's doing every day. She makes multiple posts usually every day. But I'm saying this, look on our Instagram, our Twitter, Ruth, and you'll see a shout out thanking you there. So it'll live on our Twitter wall or our Twitter feed for perpetuity. Thank you for your super chat tip. So thanks so much. I appreciate that. I just appreciate all the votes of confidence you guys give us here. Sometimes working in YouTube can be a little frustrating. You guys could probably imagine why all the negativity and hate and stuff like that. Not from you guys. But this is why I like doing the live streams because it's just cool to just interact in real time with you guys and just know that hearing it from you guys that what we do makes a difference. It helps you. It helps veganism, and just to know that. Yeah, that's all I need to know to keep on going. I've said in a few interviews with the local press that talking about my environmentalism, I'm the only candidate. Like I said, we all are pro-environment. Not denying climate change, but I'm the only one that's basically quit my job to work on this full time. Veganism is an ethical, moral point of view, but it's at the center of what climate change is. The cure for climate change is. That's what the United Nations said just last fall, when they came out with the report saying we need to immediately change how we produce food and eat way less meat, eat way more plants. They ranked 7 popular diets for their greenhouse gas friendliness, and veganism is number 1. So that's why I said I've been working on this full time. I've quit what I was doing before, web development, all that stuff. Working on getting people to realize the enormous benefits of going vegan. I'm serious about this. I've got skin in the game. I could be doing something else. I chose this intentionally. That's how passionate and not passionate, how crucial, how pressing these issues are. We don't have too much time to keep destroying the planet and expect, what's been happening to not keep getting worse and worse. What's happening, like Australia burning, Central and Northern California burning down every summer. This is really important to me. I realized, how can I live myself at least me, I'm not saying that you guys have to do this, but if I didn't think I tried everything I could, and that's one reason why I ran for city council. I go, what more can I do? I got my YouTube channel. What more can I do? Maybe I could run for local politics, see if I can make a difference that way. So that's what inspired me to run for office. Anyway, I didn't mean to go off on that ramble there, but let's see. Um, let's see, Ruth, did you ask any questions there, Ruth, after your tip there? Just an older gal like you and Angie wishing us the best from Minnesota. Thanks so much, Ruth. Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We're not old, huh? We're just getting started here. You know, for us, we're in our early 50s now. 50s is the new 40s, I think. Let's see. Yeah, produce not pills. Going back to the dried fruit question. Dried fruit sticks to your teeth and stays there, and it just kind of just sticks there and gives the bacteria that live in your mouth a pretty much long-term source of food. And when they poop, that's, if I understand this right, that's the what accumulates and starts causing problems such as gum recession, tooth decay, cavities, and all that stuff. I read somewhere that raisins don't do that, at least not as badly as like other dried fruits. So I do have raisins. I've been eating raisins most of 2019. And when I got my teeth cleaned last month, my dentist said they looked better than ever. My oral hygienist said they looked better than ever. So I guess the raisins haven't been affecting my my teeth problems, you know. So I've personally been doing all right with the raisins, but I've been avoiding all the other dried fruits. Yeah, I do love dried mango though, but I let Angie eat that. Produce not pills. Do we feel old? Some days I do. Some days I do get tired. You know, if I had a rough week at the gym and then I did a lot of walking the next day, I will feel it the day after that. So yeah, I do need my recovery time. But I've noticed if I treat my body right, if I give it the proper rest it needs, the proper food it needs, eating a lot of food, not starving myself after working out, eating well every day, eating a lot of, you know, enough calories for what my body needs, I find my body does give me what I ask of it. If I need to go and play basketball and play hard, you know, win some games of one-on-one, whatever, my body will produce. It will give that to me. But I might want some rest the next day. So that's what I find. Just at my age, I just need to be more conscious than I was like 20, 30 years ago about, you know, giving my body good nutrition, good rest. And at age 52, my body's still, you know, not letting me down. What else you guys talking about there? I eat candy? Says Oscar. What are you talking about? What do you mean I eat candy? What candy are you talking about? I don't eat candy. Please, I'll wait for Oscar to tell me here. What do you mean I eat candy? I don't eat candy. Have you guys ever seen me eat candy ever, like in a vlog or what I eat in a day? I don't know what. Oscar like watches all our videos and knows something that you guys don't. Oh, taste. Okay. All right. That's different. You know, I'm just sampling it. I mean, I just have a bite. I'm not sitting there eating the whole, and those are little tiny sample size bags too. I'm not sitting there pounding it down or anything like that. I'll just take a bite and go, hey, this tastes cool. Then I move on. Okay. Yeah, so I do technically eat candy. Like, well, last year we opened 2 vegan cuts boxes, so that was twice a year. And not all that stuff is candy. Some of that stuff, as I like to point out to the critics like Oscar, goes, look, this is a whole food plant. All it is like a peanut or a peanut and salt or something like that. I mean, some of the stuff is kind of like candy. I'll agree with that. But some of the stuff is just pretty whole foody too. Like I said, this is not your grandfather's candy or your grandfather's junk food. But again, I will eat it, Oscar, like a bite or two, but I did it twice. We opened 2 boxes. In 365 days, we opened 2 vegan cut boxes and I ate a couple bites of some candy and some of it was whole food as well. So, okay, you got me. I ate a couple bits of candy to test it, to tell you guys what it's like. Oh boy, oh my God, my blood tests were shattered because of eating a couple bits of candy. See, that's what I'm saying. It's what you do day in and day out. If you have a couple bits of candy twice a year, I don't think that's going to give me diabetes or give me heart disease or anything like that. So what's your point, Oscar? Why do I avoid dried fruit yet eat refined sugar? I told you, I don't eat refined sugar. I try candy out a couple times a year. The dried fruit is because it sticks to my teeth. That's it. I didn't take great care of my gums in my 30s and late 20s. I stopped going to the dentist and I developed some bad oral hygiene practices. I didn't floss and I have I got to be careful now at my age. I got to be careful about, gums not getting receding or anything like that. So my oral hygienist said straight up, don't eat the dried fruit. It sticks to your gums and causes trouble. So I've been doing that. So that's it. Yeah, there we go. Hardly 10 man in a dodge. You ate a couple bits of candy. Shame. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly why. Lol, Ryan, so offended. I don't eat candy. I don't eat candy. I never go to the store and buy candy. It doesn't happen. The only time I've eaten candy is when it's been sent to me for free and I have a couple bites. As I said, I don't gorge the whole bag. I have a couple bites and I tell you in a few words what my impressions are. It's weird how that triggers some people. How does that trigger some people? It's so funny. It's not like we're saying, this is the food we should eat all the time. Forget the whole food plants. We're just going to be candy vegans now. Candy vegans. Yes. It's like, no, we never said that. It's crazy. Oscar, I said, yeah, I rarely eat vegan ice cream, It's the same thing. It's like, if, it's not affected my health at all, bro. I don't understand why I have to avoid vegan. I'll give you that. When I eat the vegan ice cream, I just won't sample it like the candy. When I have a vegan ice cream, Angie and I'll get a little tub of whatever it is, and we'll split it, and that'll be it. We won't have vegan ice cream again for months, but that's just part of life, enjoying things, Again, how is that going to give me like diabetes? Is it going to give me heart disease? Is it going to cause my gut bacteria to overpopulate with unhealthy? What is the immediate health goal or the long-term health goal that's going to happen? I mean, health outcome, negative health outcome that'll happen from having a few bites of having some ice cream every few months, splitting it with my wife. Hey, thanks, Air Uncle. A few more bucks for my candy addiction. Thanks so much. Yeah, well, I'll have to find something else to do with it because I told you I never buy vegan candy, and I'll write that down. I hardly ever say the word never, and I never buy vegan candy. I just don't because I don't really care for vegan candy. I'm just being completely honest with you here. I'll try it out a couple times a year in those vegan cut boxes. But I guess I could put that $5, Air Uncle, to my vegan ice cream addiction, meaning I haven't had any all year. I don't even think I had any in December. I remember having some in November specifically. So I guess maybe I'll have some later this month or March or something like that. So I'll put that $5 aside for my vegan ice cream addiction. Let's see. What else, you guys? Yeah, I'm with you, produce not pills. I've gone on a dried fruit detox and it has had better results for my teeth having done so. Yes. That's it. I'd rather have fresh fruit than dried fruit. I eat lots of fruit. So it's like I'm not giving up anything by giving up on dried fruit other than giving up on cavities or tooth decay or something like that or gum decay. I still eat tons of fruit. I mean, I probably eat more fruit than almost anyone except for someone who's a fruitarian. Oh yeah, vegan medical. I do all that stuff. I brush my teeth, rinse it out with water. I floss. Every night I also have an oral irrigator, which is like a water pick. You stick it in between the teeth and the gums. You run it in there and squirt stuff out. It gets stuff that your flossing doesn't get. I also have like little brush sticks that I put in the gaps. Some teeth have big gaps and food gets stuck in there. I do lots of stuff. Angie's amazed at my diligence about my oral hygiene, but that's no guarantee. That's pretty much what I have to do. The way my teeth are constructed, the way my gum is, that's the way I have to do just to not get cavities and not have gums get receded or anything like that. Do I eat pasta? Yeah, I typically get some like whole wheat pasta or something like that from the market. Yeah. I mean, we don't have it all that often. I would say I probably make pasta, some angel hair whole wheat pasta, maybe once every couple weeks. If even that, it could be 1 to 3 weeks on average, but I would say just 2, just go right in the middle. It's not something we have all that often. Just sometimes, we're hungry Angie's busy, I'll say, I'll just make some pasta. Then I'll throw in a bunch of vegetables in it, in the pasta sauce, which is like, a bunch of tomatoes, basically. I'll throw in a boat ton of spinach. You know how spinach is huge when you get it, when it's non-cooked, and then as you cook it, it shrinks up. So I just throw in a ton of spinach in the pasta. So yeah, we're getting some good nutrition, some good iron and protein and all that from our pasta. But yeah, it's a fun little quickie meal to have. I don't think that'll kill you or anything like that. A spinach-rich pasta made out of whole wheat. Do the 7-day race lever challenge. What's the 7-day race lever challenge? I got to check that out. Yeah, okay, you do the same kind of oral hygiene too, can't stop lying. You see what I'm talking about? Some of us need to do that sort of stuff, given how our mouth, the state of our teeth and gums and everything. Zach has a good question. Zach wants to know any websites that can get him started on a vegan diet or vegan eating plan. Well, I would say right now just go to veganuary.com. Just Google the word veganuary. That's what's going on right now. They have recipes, they have lots of health information, so check out Veganuary. And you can check out our website too, Happy Healthy Vegan. We're selling the ebook of the print book for half price right now, $6.50 for all of January in celebration and in support of Veganuary. So check that out. We don't do this all that often. Chobri, great question. Do you eat bread? How often? Yeah, I usually have in the fridge some Ezekiel bread. I usually get the low sodium flavor, whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty whole food. Yeah, it's not that many ingredients. Pretty healthy bread. Too healthy for some people. I remember I've seen some people try going vegan on YouTube and they got that same bread. They said it smells like grass. It didn't smell like grass to me. But I have that in the fridge. I'll make like some peanut butter sandwiches with it, like James Lightning Wilkes. Hey, Jerry's. Oh, thanks for the super chat tip there, Jerry's. Appreciate it. Let's see, you and your family will be at Disneyland in December. Wow, so far away. Damn. Will we see you and Angie there? If not, what are your favorite places to eat there and attractions? Great questions. Well, Angie and I recently went to Disneyland, and that's the one she has to edit still. We just did a whole day of eating at their new Star Wars Galaxy Edge. We tried out pretty much every vegan option there at Star Wars Galaxy Edge. So just within the park in this one land, there's a ton of vegan options. So that's coming out. And also something you'll be seeing us make over the year, as I don't have the exact title for it, but it's going to be called like Eating Vegan at Disneyland in 2020, because things are changing there at a quite rapid rate. So we're going to take advantage of our Southern California residence pass, which lets us go there throughout the year. There's a lot of blackout dates and weeks and stuff like that. You can't go at all in the summertime, basically. But anyway, we're going to take advantage of that and make a few more trips throughout the next few months and just shoot a bunch of stuff and then compile it all together at the end for people like Jerry is to watch. So if you're going in December, we'll have it out way before then. We'll have it out before summer because we can't go at all in the summertime. So yeah, we'll make it Eating a Vegan at Disneyland because, as I said, they're moving to one vegan option, at least one vegan option everywhere, at every place in the park, which I want to do in Long Beach, one vegan option everywhere. But anyway, that's what they're going to do at Disneyland, and we're going to, show all the vegan food as much as we can. It'd probably be too hard to show everywhere. It'd be like an hour-long video, but we'll give you some tips for sure. In the meantime, if you're going anytime sooner, we have maybe 5, 6, 7 videos already on our channel showing you how to eat vegan there. How does Veganuary promote animal exploitation? Don, it doesn't. It's actually does the opposite. It's to help decrease animal exploitation by getting people to move away from animal products, which come from animals that are exploited, murdered, all that, to eating plants. So that's the that's what Veganuary. That's how Veganuary relates to animal exploitation. Veganuary promotes eating meat. What the hell are you talking about? Veganuary? No, Veganuary is called vegan. Vegan. Veganuary. It has nothing to do, it doesn't promote eating meat. It promotes eating vegan for the month of January. I'm not sure what your argument is. I'm sure it'll be quite interesting. Okay, Cam says people only go vegan for Veganuary and go back to the old habits. Who says they have to? That's the whole trick about Veganuary. We're like giving them this sweet deal. Hey, you only need to go vegan for X amount of days, and then afterwards do what you want. That's what we say. But I'm hoping that people, like when I first tried going vegan, I felt so good. It's like, do I really want to stop being vegan? That's the whole point. I think people, once they see how simple and inexpensive it is to be vegan, how much better you feel being vegan, how you're helping the environment, helping future generations of humans and animals on this planet by being vegan, you might not ever want to go back. So I think that's the approach, kind of like, show them, try this out. What have you got to lose? And then hopefully they'll stay for the rest of their lives. And all the support's there. They have all these recipes on their website. They can learn about other resources of information like us, the vegan doctors that are out there, and so on. So yeah, I don't think they have to go back, Cam. Good point. They're not saying stay up forever, but we can't say Veganu year. No one would do that, right? But a lot of people, every year it gets bigger and bigger and more popular. Oscar, Veganuary is not trying to make people into the most perfect vegans. If they eat an Impossible burger, they're making a huge step already there. Yeah, they got to tell them if you want to do Veganuary right, you have to order the Impossible Whopper in a certain way so they don't put cheese or whatever stupid dairy that Burger King puts on it. Yeah, true. Yeah, but still, even if you're a vegan, you have to do that. The point is, you shouldn't be going to Burger King anyway, but they're letting people know, hey, if you're a big Burger King fan, you can go there, just make an alteration on how it's made, which they will do for you. Supposedly, I haven't tried it out yet, and it's vegan. So you can be vegan at Burger King if you want to. And most people who are not vegan, or omnivores, want to not be too inconvenienced during their Veganuary stint. So I think it's important to let them know they still can go to a lot of their favorite restaurants and get vegan stuff. You might just have to ask them to make it different. The Impossible Burger does not contain meat, guys. What are you talking about, Oscar? How does the Impossible Burger literally contain meat? It's made out of plants. A plant that makes heme iron. I don't know why they went down that road, because it's shown to be a more toxic form of iron than non-heme iron, which is normally found in plants. So I'm not sure what is going on there. If you have information how Impossible burgers are made out of meat, I would love to see it, because I would get 1 million views by blowing that story up. So please help me become wealthy and run my campaign better and beat my millionaire competitors. Show me how it contains meat. It is no, the Impossible Burger is not a dead animal. Are you talking about cross-contamination? Are you talking about, yeah, again, we're trying to get people who are not vegan, just regular everyday omnivores, to go vegan for a month. So yeah, there might be some cross-contamination, but if that's the price to pay to get them to get introduced to what it's like to be vegan, that's fine. They're not trying to become level 26 vegans like you, Oscar. That's the furthest thing from their mind. They just want to find food at places that they know they can go to. Yeah, that's it. If there's some cross-contamination, all right, fine, that's still, they ordered a product that contains plant protein, processed plants rather than dead animals. Do you get the difference there, Oscar? They chose to save an animal's life by choosing a plant burger rather than a dead animal burger. That is the point of Veganuary. They want to become more perfect later on and learn about cross-contamination issues and whatever things that concern you. They might get that, but they're not going to get that on day one of being vegan. Think about it. It takes a while to learn about some of these more subtle things. We just want them to eat plant foods, not animal foods. So every burger they decide to eat during Veganuary at Burger King or wherever that uses Impossible burgers, they're saving an animal's life. The animals don't care if there's some cross-contamination from the other animals that the less enlightened customers have chosen to contaminate the grill with. However, the more enlightened veganuary customer decided to go vegan for a month and they're going to eat a burger that did not kill animals. What about that is so horrible? Please tell me how that is so horrible. That it's like the argument, the appeal to futility fallacy. Oh, there might be some meat juices there, therefore veganuary is null and void. Yeah, effervescent bubbles. I just don't go to Burger King. I don't know what to order. I know they have the Impossible Burger. I just don't even bother. I'd rather just go somewhere else and give them my money than Burger King. Oh, let's see. Someone just bought Cubic Car Baby for half price. If Timothy is watching, Timothy S. I'll leave your last name anonymous. Unless you want me to announce it, let me know. But yeah, Tim just ordered Cubic Car Baby ebook for half price on our website right now. I told you guys. Ooh, there it is. That's my campaign. Ooh, there's our CD, which is also half price on our website right now. But yeah, we're selling Cubic Carb ebook for $6.50 in honor and support of veganuary, to help people figure out what kinds of good, healthy foods that they can eat, easy foods that you can prepare that are delicious and healthy for you. Anyway, let me get back to showing me. Hang on a second. I just made a mistake here, guys. 1 second. Wow, everything is going wrong right now. Whoa. Okay, I'm back. So, Oscar, you would rather have people go to Burger King and not order the Impossible Burger. You would rather have them not carry the plant-based patties, which didn't involve killing animals. I don't understand your reasoning. I'm telling you, every time someone votes with their dollar with a plant-based patty, they're telling Burger King or whoever to buy more of these plant-based patties rather than the other patties that come from killing animals. Like, how is that a loss? Again, I'm not going to go there and eat that crap, but the animals don't care. They don't want to die. But you're saying, no, Burger King sucks, screw them. But you just want them to keep ordering more dead animal patties, because they're not going to always just stop selling meat burgers. They're going to keep selling dead animal products for the rest of their days. But as soon as you can get a plant-based product in there to take away from the share of food that they buy that's from dead animals, that is a win. I don't understand. No, the thing, I'd rather not have them get an Impossible Burger too as well, but who cares? I'm saying, if you can have, animals don't care what's going on in your head. All they care about is not being killed. So every time a person buys at Burger King a plant-based patty, an animal's not getting killed. And that's all that matters to me, that animals are not getting killed. But you'd say, it's not perfect. Burger King's not perfect. So why even bother carrying plant-based patties? Well, if you think that, then I'd say you're not even vegan, because you actually want more animals to die. Think about it. You actually want more animals to die. You'd rather have them not carry the plant-based patties because they don't cook it in the way that you approve of. Ooh, another order. Anna, if you're watching, Anna just bought Cubic Carb Baby at half price right now. Maybe she saw, I just put up here on our website on happyhealthyvegan.org. We're selling Cubic Carb Baby ebook, not the print book, because it's really expensive for us to make, but the ebook. We're selling it for half price in our full support of veganuary. Anyway, let's get back to me here. I don't think anyone's trying to turn Burger King vegan. They're called Burger King, that's why it's called Burger King. They're not called Vegan King. However, if you can take away half of the dead animal patties that Burger King has been buying and using all these years, and replace that with plant-based patties, how many millions of animals will that translate into who don't get raised for slaughter? That is what the whole point of these burgers are. They're not made for vegans. They're made for people who are omnivores looking for alternatives. They might want to reduce their meat consumption for various reasons. Maybe they heard about the environmental benefits. Maybe they're concerned about their health or cholesterol. Yeah, Oscar, I'm not saying Burger King's vegan. Animals don't care if someone decides to buy a plant-based burger because that person is vegan or an omnivore looking to reduce their meat consumption. All the animal cares is that that's not their body in that patty. I don't see why you don't understand that. Animals don't care what goes on in your head if that person is a vegan that made the purchase or not. What's so difficult to understand about that? Every time a plant-based burger gets bought instead of a meat-based burger, that's a win for the environment. It's a win for animals' lives. Simple. So I'll let you guys deal with that. I think I spent enough time entertaining this. Oscar here wants everyone to be perfect. And Burger King can't be perfect. They might as well just keep investing in the dead animal patties and not buy the plant-based, cruelty-free option. I don't understand. Again, Burger King's target demographic is not vegans. They're called Burger King, not Vegan King. So that's what all these products are for. They're not Impossible Burgers, Beyond Burgers, same thing. Even though they're ran by a vegan, Ethan Brown, their CEO, their target demographic is not vegans. This is for regular omnivores who are looking to try different just healthier and more environmentally friendly forms of meat. And they don't necessarily call themselves vegans. Again, the animals don't care what the person's motivations or self-definitions are. Vegan in the box. Good name there, Jorge Fruit. Love it. Jorge, you got it there. Vegan in the box. That's a great, maybe someone will do that one day, huh? Make vegans. Yeah, there's a lawsuit waiting to happen, huh? But why not? I don't think McDonald's could trademark the MC. There's it's just a name, McDonald's, like McDougal's, Yeah, Cam, lab-grown meat fits exactly in that whole spectrum of what I was talking about as far as what their target demographic is. And I would argue vegans shouldn't even eat that because it's really meat, even though it wasn't produced in the traditional way. It's still meat. It's not like a meat substitute, a really highly engineered meat substitute like a Beyond Burger or anything like that. 5 vegan guys. Good one. Oh man, that's a lawsuit waiting to happen there. That's too close to the trademark. But McVegans, I think you might be able to get away with that. All right, another ebook order. We got one from Travis. Travis, didn't you just buy something, Travis? I remember, I thought I just sent you a t-shirt, Travis, right? If you're watching, Travis, let me know that you're here. But yeah, Travis just got Cubic Carb Baby at half price. I just say the ebook of Cubic Carb Baby. We're selling for $6.50. That's 50% off for the entire month of January in our support of Veganuary. So thank you so much, Travis. Appreciate that. And if you're watching, I just sent your shirt out yesterday. We just got a bunch of the I'm gonna get back to the browser really quick here. If you guys are interested, where is my tab here? Sorry guys, a little slow. We ran out. We didn't order enough for Christmas, so I ran out. I just got more in stock yesterday of these long sleeve tees in all sizes. Even though it says small through extra large, we have extra small as well. So if you wanted one of these and you want a nice warm t-shirt, and they're nice and thick, they're a lot thicker than our regular short sleeve tees. Sorry, we don't have them on sale. They just cost more to make. It's like a nice brand. It's a high quality shirt, but $27 for a long sleeve shirt. We have them in stock now. So cool. Anyway, enough of selling. I just want to let you know, because a lot of you guys wrote me wondering, do you guys have size small? No, those sold out really quickly. We have a bunch in right now. Extra large, we got them. We got all the sizes in now. Chabri asks, why would lab-grown meat be worse than the Impossible Burger if no animals are harmed? Well, it depends what you define worse. Yeah, it's probably on the same footing as animal more ethics goes and environmental, but health, it's meat. That's what I'm saying. It's not something that kind of looks and smells and has a texture of meat. It is meat. It's identical to meat and has all the attendant health problems that meat has. I mean, when you're vegan, you really shouldn't have a penchant or a thirst. I mean, I'm using the wrong verb there for meat. Like, why would you want to eat meat again? I don't, that's why I wonder that I don't eat too many of the plant-based burgers. But when I do, I know it's just a bunch of peas that have been processed and stuff like that. But when you have lab-grown meat, that is meat. And that's a whole nother matter. Yeah, the morality is a lot better. The environmental footprint's a lot better, but you're eating meat and I just don't want to eat meat. It makes sense, right? Why would a vegan want to eat meat? Maybe that's just me, but I think a lot of people feel the same way. But if you're okay with that, I'm not going to make a call out video on you or anything like that. I'm just expressing my personal preference. Let's see. Cloning effervescent bubbles? What do you mean about cloning? I haven't heard anything about cloning as how it relates to meat. Yeah, it's a health issue. Still have cholesterol, lab-grown meat. Still have heme iron and IGF-1 issues, stuff like that. New 5GC, whatever that's all that stuff. However, it's meat though. It's just really meat. It's just kind of like, why would you want to eat meat? Is the whole point, You got it right there. Produce, not pills. Totally. Yeah, Ali May. Yeah, lab grown meat is like, yeah, I think I've said many times, it's a great, not only food for just regular omnivorous, non-vegan people, but it's also great for feeding your animals. Once this stuff is out to market, right now, I tell you, it's like vaporware. It's all talk. There's no commercially viable product yet. I know there's many, there's companies working at it, well-funded, high-tech companies that claim they'll be bringing it to market soon, but for right now, it's just not a real world product. Oscar, I don't know if you got put in timeout or not, but I think the point was we just need to move on. If you have your beliefs about whatever Impossible Burgers, that's cool. You've heard my point of view, and we'll just move on. Let's not do any name calling. My point was that every time a person goes into one of these restaurants, and they don't have to be a vegan. In fact, they're pretty much non-vegans. Anytime these non-vegans go into Burger King and decide through their own volition to order a plant-based patty instead of a dead animal carcass patty, it's a win on so many levels. Particularly, an animal does not need to die for that patty to exist. So that's what that's all about. Burger King's job is not to promote veganism or anything like that. Their job is to sell food to people, and if they could sell more food that doesn't come from animals, then that's what matters to animals, that they don't need to die in order for people to eat. That's the whole point there. I don't know why are people talking about NASA? I have a shirt here that says vegan. It says freaking vegan on it, so I'm not sure why this triggers people. Again, NASA is not the sole monopolistic authority on information about space and space travel and astronomy. You can learn about astronomy from universities. You can get a PhD in it. You can go study it in Russia. You can study it in China. You can study it anywhere. NASA is just a commercial entity funded by the United States government, but they're not the only space travel program in the world. So I'm not sure why this triggers people. I'm just a vegan. It's kind of steals from their logo, but it says vegan on it. That's the whole point. It says vegan. And I got it from Vegetarian, Vegetarian, and Taryn spelled Taryn. So that got it as a gift from them because this our friend Basic Vegan Gal or Basic Vegan Bitch, she designed it and wanted me to wear it. Let's see. Okay, guys, I've been on like an hour and a half now, and you guys have been really cool, really engaging. Even our flat earthers and raw foodists, you guys have been pretty cool for the most part. Maybe I didn't see the worst of it, thanks to our great moderators. So yeah, I'm gonna give big thanks to both Tracy and Race Lover here today, doing a great job keeping this discussion flowing, not being sidetracked with weird tangential things that aren't part of what we are talking about here. Like I said, you can come here to our live chats and talk about things that, you don't have to agree with everything I say. I'm not a narcissist. I don't believe I am a know-it-all. But you just gotta keep stay respectful, not be holier than thou, and look down at everyone else who you think is beneath you because you're level 27 vegan and race lever is only 26, and the rest of us are at level 8 or 9. Just we don't need any of that. I'm better than you. If you think you're that good, cool. Put a little star next to your name. Send you a little trophy, and cool. But anyway, anyway, goes. That was Race Lever. I appreciate your enthusiasm to keep me on here, but I want to move on and get dinner kind of happening here. It is late here. It's 8:39, so we should get dinner going so we're not eating too late. And I want to let our moderators get back to their lives. I know Race Lever said, I don't have a life or anything, but you do. And Tracy does too. She's got a husband and as a teacher. So anyway, guys, you guys have been cool. Yeah, this is a rare week where I did 2 live streams, but yeah, the first one earlier this week on Monday was with Jeff Palmer of Clean Machine, where we talked all about, but just big Q&A, a lot of questions I presented to him that I heard from skeptics asking me questions about their products. So check out that video from a couple days ago from Monday. In the show description for this particular video, I have links to the Clean Machine because I know a lot of you guys are interested in getting it. So I have it there with my affiliate code. I'm not sponsored, but I do have an affiliate link because I think it's a great product. I want to share it with you guys. And also watch our video from Tuesday where we talk about Veganuary with regards to the hit piece that This Morning TV show did on Joey Carbstrong, pairing him against a huntress mother, anti-vegan. So check that out. And I'm not sure what my next video will be. So if you have some ideas, you can you can DM me over on Twitter. That's at Ryan Lum. Happy Healthy Vegan. Send me your ideas there, or find us on Facebook, Happy Healthy Vegan, because I'm kind of open right now. So I'll start my researches tomorrow and Saturday and try to get a new video out by Sunday or Monday for y'all. So, live stream about midday, skank hunt. I have been doing this a little bit more. I usually come on around the same time, like 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. However, in December and November, I did experiment and try to come on about maybe 3 to 5 hours earlier on some days for the Europeans. And yeah, no surprise, I got a lot more Europeans watching. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit more. It's just kind of hard for me sometimes to break free at that time of the day, but I will do it because I want to be able to talk to everyone that watches us. Make sure that you're not all asleep when I do these live streams. But again, thanks so much, guys. Everyone. Race Lever and Tracy and all you guys. And much gratitude, much appreciation. And Angie and I look forward to making some more good videos and more content on YouTube, on Instagram, Happy Healthy Vegan. That's Angie's domain. Go follow her right now. And that's it, guys. So until next time, guys, let's just old school style. Let's just keep it carb, guys. Good night.